that girl next door. What'd you do that for?
What'd you do that for?
When you first left me, I didn't know what to say. I've never been on my own that way. I just sat by myself all day.
I was so lost back then, but with a little help from my friends, I found a light at the tunnel at the end. And how you calling me up on the phone, so you can have a little wine and a moan. It's only because you feel it alone. At first, when I see you cry, yeah, it makes me smile. Yeah, it makes me smile. At worst, I feel bad for a while, but then I just smile. I go ahead and smile. Whenever you see me, you say that you want me, back. And I tell you it don't mean jack. No, it don't mean jack. No, it don't mean jack. I couldn't stop laughing. No, I just couldn't help myself. See, you messed up my mental health. I was quite unwell. She was quite unwell. I was so lost back then, but with a little help from my friends, I found a light at the tunnel at the end. Now you're calling me up on the phone, so you can have a little wine and more. It's only because you feel it. At first, when I see you cry, yeah, it makes me smile. Yeah, it makes me smile. At worst, I feel bad for a while, but then I just smile. I go ahead and smile. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I wanna tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna go there.
I did not make this song. This is by Fizz. It's a mashup of Smile by Lily Allen and I can't remember the name of the other song, and the clown music. I did not make this song. I go ahead and smile. Ooh. Let me put it in the I'll link it in the bio just in case anybody wants to find it at some point. I've added it, there you go. I love Fizz. I love Fizz so much. There you go. How are we doing? How are we doing? I just realised it's kind of quiet, huh? I should turn myself up a bit. You're a wanted criminal in Sweden. Oh, good. That sounds great. That sounds not concerning at all. Should be focused on work right now, but no. That's been a mood today. I've been so tired. And throughout my working day, I was just good for no one. I couldn't think straight. And I'd like to work on the video which I'm releasing this week, but I'm just I can't do it. But I want to stream. We're cooling, we're chilling. He has only 10 keys on the keyboard, and it will actually, if I type with them, you can see it's accurate to what I'm typing. They're the gamer keys, you know? They're gaming. Did you get snow on Sunday? It snowed nearly everywhere in the UK. Sunday. Yesterday. Yesterday it was raining. I saw a bit of snow on Thursday, but it was not very much. A lot of areas got... Today's not Tuesday. Making me nervous now. Yeah, today's Monday. I saw a bit of snow on Thursday, but it was like pathetic, barely any. Hey from Turkey, hello. It was so great today. Like I was sitting in bed and like when I woke up and I opened my curtains and it was I audibly went like ugh. It was like, I mean the UK is known for being rainy and dark, but it was like wow. I had to turn the lights on immediately. You ever just have one of those high energy days? I can tell you now, Phineas, whatever I'm experiencing is the opposite. I'm so tired. Like, ugh. But it's like the same kind of tired that I reckon that I'll go to bed tonight and I'll be like staring at the ceiling wide awake. What is this place? Where is the funny talking cat? It's a good question. I ate them. Eaten. Gone. Thank you for the super chat. I'm running on ADHD meds and caffeine. There's an ADHD, for anyone who's not aware, there's an ADHD medication shortage. No, everyone's screaming. I'm sobbing. Like, hold on a minute. See, that's fine. I've got the cat again. I'll just put it there. It's fine. It's fine. There's been an ADHD medication shortage, and I tried some. I was being titrated for them, so I got diagnosed with ADHD in February, and then I had to go on a waiting list to start them, and now I've got to the point of being able to start them. This is not available. So I tried some, like the first like some ADHD meds, but they didn't really do anything for me. So I was like, give me something else, and they were like, okay, you gotta wait until November. And have I heard anything? No. Potatoes 8 pots for toes. Yeah. We should play Existential Crisis Bingo. Is this like a pre-made formatted thing, or are you expecting me to create, like, make a list? Someone check on her actual cat. It may have been eaten. That fucking animal. I love that cat, but I was awake at 4 a.m. thinking that, because do I tell the whole story? I'm gonna make it sound like it's like a big deal when it's not really a big deal. In my head, it was a big deal at the time. I woke up around 4 a.m. I heard him meowing, and he only tends to meow for attention. So I'm like, all right, man wants a cuddle, man wants to be annoying, whatever, sure. So I like open my door, I go to the toilet, whatever, and I'm expecting to like hear his feet go up the stairs to meet me, and he doesn't, and I'm like, I get back into bed and I'm lying there and I'm like, no, that's not right. Something's either like he's hurt or something, or like something's happened, something is going on. So I start walking downstairs, and this motherfucker he's like right up against the edge of underneath the sofa, and he runs around to the other side, and he's like looking up, like he's looking underneath the sofa, and he's trying to like bat his hand underneath it, and I'm just standing halfway up down the stairs going, okay, so how am I gonna get this mouse out of the house? So I sort of stand there half asleep, confused, for a second, and then I decide I'm gonna go get a washing up bowl, and I'm like, if the mouse runs out, I can put the box over it, and then I'm realizing that the cat will probably be faster than I will. So we have a spare room, an office downstairs, and so I pick up the cat and they sort of like yoink him in the room, and I shut the door, and he's crying at me because he wants to be let out and, you know, have a piece of the drama. And I'm like, okay, my canvas is clean. I can get the mouse down or whatever. And I put on my slippers because I don't have it running over my feet. I don't mind mice, but I'd like to have the chance to approach it rather than it zooming at me. I'm like, look, I'm turning the lights on, I'm looking under the sofa. There's nothing. There was nothing, and I was like, so has it gone somewhere else? So I'm like looking around the living room and I can't see anything. And after a few minutes of looking, I figure, well, if I can't find it, I'll let the cat find it again, because, you know, he'd run out and like find it. I opened the office door, and he no longer gives a shit. Like, I don't know, like I was waiting for him to go straight back to where he was and like trying and grabbing stuff, but he immediately didn't care anymore. So I don't know which of one of us is the insane one, but Eh, what were you chasing? And he's not, you know, he doesn't tend to play with toys or anything really. Like he's very boring to play with. So presumably he was chasing something, but it's gone. It's gone. So I left a message on my family, like my household group chat, being like, just so you know, just so you know, there may or may not be a mouse or something downstairs. I didn't find it. The cat didn't find it. And we still haven't found anything. And he still doesn't care. So that was my 4 a.m. activities. Uh-oh. Somebody lost the game. Owie Kazowie, that's a new game name. Hello, Molsey. I don't actually use my phone with my feet. I was just like, what's a weird thing I can do for the intro? But I liked that bit because I love the idea of the picking up of the phone and being like, yeah, nah. Yeah. She hold my household in a group chat until I message. She house my hold in the chat until I group. Maybe. This chat is silly. I do like this chat. Thank you for being here on this Monday evening, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. The fog is coming. The fog has been here and the fog has gone. It's been really foggy recently. The UK has been really cold. Loud maybe buzzer. She hold my house, now I'm messaging. Ooh. That's like a rap line or something. She hold my house, now I'm messaging. I like snow. I like snow. We don't have it very often in the UK because if we do have snow, it's either mild or like it doesn't settle. It's not very often that we have like massively disruptive snow. So because it doesn't interfere with my life very much. I like it. Yeah, if anyone wants to send us snow to those of us who have no snow, I think we'd like that. It's a shame it falls as shitty slush. Yeah, exactly. How would I rank my coffee mug? This is well, first of all, it's a 2. Secondly, we have a few mugs we only get out around Christmas. Like, you know, it comes out when the Christmas decoration comes down. Christmas decorations come down. The Christmas mugs come down with them. So this is maybe one of my favourite Christmas mugs. It's got a good shape. It's got like a lip to it, you know. Oh. You only need 1 snowflake on Christmas for a white Christmas. I'm not sure if I've ever had a white Christmas. I remember maybe 2010, there was snow on the ground, but it wasn't like falling snow. But yeah, there's a lot of places in the UK that did get snow, but we didn't get any. Well, I saw like the tiniest bit, but it really didn't rain much, snow much. I missed it. Yeah, we haven't had proper snow for several years. I remember we had pretty bad snow. I say bad snow. Good snow if you like it. I remember 2018. I can't remember if we've had a good dumping of snow since. My TF2 character tends to get a headache whenever a sniper kill me. Any tips? Ugh, those headshots just be hitting good. Gotta watch out for the snipers. You think you're safe and then you're not. Getting sleet instead of snow. Yeah. We got snow in Brighton very late last year. Oh, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, I remember because it snowed for me too. It was in December. And I remember it, but I don't. It snowed in 2021? 2021 in like February, March. I remember that. It just doesn't happen very often. Of course it snowed in Brighton. What does that mean, Andrew? Are you alluding to the drug problems in Brighton? What a bloody lovely British stream I fell into. Hello, Sharkers. She's saying code. What am I saying? What did I do? I was looking at the VOD for the baking stream, and at one point chat said, in the moment, a bunch of people in chat said "ow," and I didn't know what they were referring to. I had assumed that because I bent down, like you could hear my knees clicking. But I watched the VOD, like I was just like skipping through the VOD, and what happened is I bashed the camera against something, and everyone in chat went "ow," as if I'd like banged your heads, and I needed to be like, "Oh, sorry." I had no idea. Hello, unknown. Is Aoi a self-taught artist? Yes, I'd say. I did art in like high school and stuff, but I've never really properly been taught art, especially with animation and stuff like that. A lot of my knowledge is self-taught. You got 6-inch deep snow in Derby? I had no idea any of the UK got that deep. I just saw people, you know, taking videos of the flurries of snow coming from the sky and not like it landing anywhere. Give me a number 1 to 4 and I'll count my games. That's a sentence. Don't know what it means. 2. There's your number. She owie on my brain till I hurt. Yeah. Is Aoi the artist? What, me or like the cat? How do I stop myself from stubbing my toe 3 times a minute? Cut off your toes. You can't stub your toes if you have no toes. Should we put some music on in the background? Let's I get emails when I go live. Like, now live on your channel. As if I'm gonna be like, what, really? What a surprise! Let's get some Animal Crossing music in the background or something. Okay, I gotta make sure it's actually coming through. Oh, it is. I'm just gonna change the volume on that. Can someone tell me if that audio is too quiet, too loud? Oh, with some Kevin McLeod on. McLeod? Everyone, way too loud! Can you like go to the Luigi cave IRL? Well, I don't even know where the nearest cave is to here. I went in the cave? Was it a cave? I went in a cave last year. We went to Margate for the day, which I wouldn't recommend. It's a bit scummy. It was funny because there were signs everywhere being like, there's more than meets the eye in Margate, like as if to be like, don't leave, please don't leave. We know it's ugly, but don't leave. You can see why they needed those signs up, because you wouldn't have wanted to walk around alone there. But we did. What was nice is they had a cave. I think it would be classed as a cave. It was like a chalk cave or something. And it was a really warm day that we went. But underground it was about 12 degrees, like 12 degrees Celsius. And that was a blessing on that warm day. And it was owned by some people in the 1700s or 1800s or something, and they used to store like cheese in there. No Luigi's in there though. I think that's the only cave I've ever been in. Put a picture of Luigi on my wall. I mean, what, this wall? Got like my ukuleles and stuff there. You can't see them right now, but wait, if I zoom out, can you see them? Oh yeah, you can see them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now you can see my... Hello? Why did my camera... My camera was doing that when I was doing the baking stream. I think it's like a shutter cleaner or something. Luigi's Cheese Cave. That sounds like a Mario Kart track. Like, tell me that doesn't sound like a Mario Kart track. Yeah, sorry, I said track and like course. Should I be saying course? Are there anybody in your walls? I don't think so. I don't think there are. The walls are too thin to have people in them. Luigi's Weed Cave. Ooh. Dwarves be like, let me show you a spot, and it's a cleared out tin mine. My brother and Stone get back in the coal mines. The furnaces need you. We are past tin. Tin is out of fashion now. Big coal needs us. Aoi, when you become big, will you hire a whole animation team to do all your vids like some people do? I really don't like the idea of doing that. I also when I become big. As if it's an inevitability. It's funny because I feel like if people animated for me, then it's not going to have the same touch. I'd like to do my own animations and stuff, but if I did get to a point where I was, you know, looking to hire people, I think what I'd do is I'd maybe hire an editor to like at least do a rough cut of the gaming streams and stuff like that, and then I'd make I'd like to make a second channel, in all honesty. I'd like to have this as my main channel, and I'd like to just have another channel where I can just put whatever the fuck I want without worrying about it. Maybe some occasional vlogs, because I used to do loads of vlogging. I used to love vlogging. No one would watch, but I loved making them and filming them and editing them, and I have a bunch of vlogs that I made in my last years of school that I'm really pleased I made because I can look back on them, and that's really nice. And I'd like to do that for now as well. I'd like to film Christmas and stuff like that, because even if people don't see it, although people might be likely to see it now because I have an existing audience, it means I can look back at it in 5-10 years, and that's really nice. Guys, Aoi will give up animation and do video reactions only. Oh, no, over my dead body. Over my dead body. I'd have to really be desperate to be posting something to be doing that. You are so obviously on 2015 YouTube. Incorrect. 2012. I've been in here since the long haul. Do an Isaac Rebirth stream. My clumsy ass would not be good at Isaac. My boyfriend's really good at it. He's basically 100% of the game. But Red Spy? Where? My brother's been living in the UK for the past year or so, and he complains about literally everything there. His neighbours, the weather, and how gloomy everyone is. Can you confirm or deny? I think it varies depending on where you are in the UK. Like, the people you'll meet up north are completely different to the people you'll meet in somewhere like London. Like, Londoners, they entirely ignore each other, and you just like eyes down and you don't acknowledge the people around you. But if you're like in the countryside or somewhere more north, if you see someone in the street that you don't even know, you might say hi. You might just say hello to people. It depends on where you are in terms of the people being gloomy. The weather is always variable. It doesn't rain as much as the stereotype is, but also I like the rain so long as I'm not in it. As someone who doesn't leave the house enough, I like the rain. I like listening to it. I love it when it rains at night. I wish it would snow more. And I wish we would normalise air conditioning and build houses that allowed air conditioning. If I wanted to put air conditioning in my home, it would be thousands and thousands of pounds. But aside from that, I've never heard of the Nerd and Jock webcomic series. I've not heard of much. There are many things that I do not know. I am notorious amongst my peers for not knowing things. Just so you know. And add my apologies. Complaining about queues? The thing is the British will, you know, we make queues and then we complain about them. But also, I'm never going to get over this. I was at a buffet in Fuerteventura in 2019. And some German man got annoyed at me because I was like cussing in the queue, but there wasn't a queue. If there was a queue, I didn't see it. And if anyone knows a queue, it's me, the British person. And then he like went over to his peers and he was talking in German about me, and it's like, ugh, I felt so bad because I'm like, you know, riddled with rejection sensitivity, and the idea this random German man was pissed off at me was like, oh, ruined my evening a bit. Oops, I just closed OBS. Do you think the Germans queue more than the British? But yeah, he just like shouted at me. My 19-year-old ass versus a 60-year-old man. We were at it was me and my ex. We were at an all-adult resort. And I guess maybe to this man, I just seem like a child. It's like my brother in Christ. We have paid to be at the same place out of our own pockets. You and me, we are equals in this situation. Don't shout at me. I just wanted to get some ice cream, bro. Angry, angry men. The UK isn't a real place. It's all a figment of your imagination. Air conditioning is almost essential in summer, but really sad that a lot of people cannot afford it. Yeah, especially, you know, I had people commenting about that, even in North America, about the heat in some areas not being able to afford it. Of course, in the UK, almost everyone doesn't have air conditioning, but it's nowhere near as persistent throughout the summer. You'll maybe have cumulatively, like all the days added together, you might have 2 weeks where you'd be like, God, like 2 or 3 weeks where you're like, wow, I wish we had air conditioning, but the rest of the time you're fine. But for some people that's months and months and months, and with hotter and more humid conditions. It's Tuesday, innit? Crisps is normal. Oh, Pop and Cheerios. I've never heard anyone say that in my life. Do I have a blahage? No, I don't. Oh wait, it's not pronounced like that, is it? It's supposed to be pronounced like blowhow or something. I don't know. My boyfriend has one. My peers have them as well. I personally do not have one. British people only consume fish and chips with a side of tea. And then someone says... The direct reply was, that sounds rough, man. Wishing you well. I'm assuming that was towards that response. Fish and chips is good. I know that the pictures don't look good, but it is good. It's there's a reason why we go out of our way to buy it. Blue high. Say Coca-Cola without touching your lips. I feel like I'm getting tricked here. That's easy to do. If I do that, what happens? Does it sound like I just say caca? Like what's the? I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to get me with there. What's your opinion on French people? French people be Frenchin'. They do be Frenchin'. I think, you know. Oh, banger track. Where's my lip balm? It's on the floor. Found it. French people be Frenching. I have thoughts about the French that I can't recall. I think France is funny in that not many places speak French in the world, really, compared to other languages. But they feel that I feel like when you go to France, they're just so offended if you don't speak French. It's like the only places that speak French are like France and Belgium and Canada, and then like that's not even all of Canada. Like just you speak English and I speak English. Why are you mad at me for not knowing French? I think it depends where you are in French as well, in France as well. Africa! I hadn't thought about Africa speaking French. That's true. I completely forgot that Africa speaks French. Californians speak French. I just doubted that so hard that the focus went. I mean, like in America, obviously, like most people speak English, and then a lot of people also speak Spanish, but it's not really, you know. Yeah, Africa speaks French. You can take a good guess as to why. The answer will not surprise you. What languages do I speak besides English, if any? I might be able to pull through on some situations in Spanish, but not confidently enough to be able to focus. I don't know why the focus does that. I didn't move. Like I'd be able to like perhaps order food incorrectly, but enough in Spanish. I can say more things in Spanish than I can understand in Spanish. You've been hacked. I know what you're trying to get me to say. Brazil speaks Portuguese. They do. Why you guys are always trying to get me to say shit? I look just like my cat. Interesting. Yeah, I mean it depends on the African country, I think. Just a lot of it was, I guess, colonized, and I don't really know the whole history of it, but for once it wasn't the British colonizing somewhere or doing things. I know no Hungarian. I genuinely know nothing about Hungary. I know nothing about Hungary. I feel like maybe now I'm saying this out loud, I feel like I'm missing out. There's probably all sorts of yummy treats and things to see in Hungary. Too much guns in the US, for real. The US is not a good place to live. It just seems like the UK but worse. Just like being in the UK but inconveniently. I've spoken fluent English and Arabic my whole life, which is why I'm always confused whenever people tell me that Arabic letters are strange. It's funny with languages like Arabic, when you look at it on paper as a non-Arabic speaker, it's like you sort of, it's almost hard to tell where the letter starts and stops compared to the next letter. It's like a ooh, which I presumably for people who don't speak English or write in like the English alphabet, they probably think the same if we write in cursive. It's probably like, what is this? Arabic's back to front as well, isn't it? Like it's written right to left. Arabic, you're like that. Yeah, Arabic to me it looks like the doctor writing your prescription and you just have no idea what they said because I can't understand the characters. Hi from Ireland. Hello. Has Ireland must have had the snow as well, right? Did you think Hungary got... No, I wasn't saying about Hungary getting colonized. Someone asked me if I spoke Hungarian or if I'd been to Hungary. I know nothing about Hungary. Separately to how I don't know anything about the French colonizing Africa or whatever. Oh my god, Owie, you hate Hungarians. Yes, clearly. Oh, I hate them. It depends on the left to right and right to left. It depends on what the language was written on, like what material it was written on, like parchment and stuff like that. Or Petra, I know what you're doing. Have you ever been to Asian countries? I've never left Europe, and I would like to, but I haven't. I've only ever been to other European countries, and only really to I've been to Spain and Greece, and France. Actually, I've been to France. I've got a lot of adventuring to do. What's my thoughts on the almighty Italy? I've never heard anyone say they've been to Italy and it having been a bad time. Everyone seems to go to Italy and like it. Hello from Northampton. Not quite the same as Hungary or Brazil. Hello from Northampton. But you're Polish. I think it's a hello from Poland. That's a bit more exciting. I need to try pierogi. I had a Polish colleague who she gave me a list of things I should try, and I still haven't gone out of my way to go and get it. There's Polish shops near me. I should really go and try it. What would I rate the United States of America out of 10? Solid like 4 or 5. If the UK would be like a 6 and the US would be a 4 or a 5, because the US is like the UK but worse. Like in terms of human rights and convenience, and you know, it's just the UK but silly. What do I know about South America? Not very much. I've got some family who live in South America actually. I've got some family who live in Peru, and we don't see them very often because of course they live in Peru. But when they visit, they'll bring snacks and stuff like that. And I cannot remember what it's called, but they bring these sachets of like spicy cheese sauce, and I believe that traditionally it's meant to be served over boiled potatoes or something like that, but it is an absolutely banging dip for vegetables, a dip for crisps and chips. Oh, love it. But I don't ever get it. I don't get it very often. I need to. I hadn't had it for years, and then they visited last Christmas, and I got another packet. So yes, yes. It is yummy. What's going on? When the number is higher, there tends to be more of them. Wait, a bottle of water. I mean, I could go bottle of water. A bug just flew behind you. I would not be surprised. I'm making this fucking video about bugs in my room. And I've written it in the past tense, but I'm pretty sure they're coming back. This is what, 7 PM New Leaf, this one? Bum, 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 bum. Mice on my walls, me and your walls, yeah. Andrew and the mice are like, ugh. Ow, that hurt my hand. I burnt my finger yesterday. I've got a plaster on it. Because if I don't have a plaster on it, it's gonna, every fibre in my house is gonna stick to it because it's like wet and open. What started the gay this time? Every now and again there's a gay stream. Why? And I don't even know what starts it, but someone just says gay and everyone goes mad. It's like every time I'm like, where's Stinky? Because Stinky is the one that I think started the gay thing. Banana. Yeah, Stinky's not here. Why is there homosexuality? Gay. Wow. Unknown is saying stop. Hey Owie, why did you start making animations? Do you have any goals with it? Or it's just for a hobby? You see my head going up because the fucking gay stream is like pushing it up. Any tips or recommendations for someone who wants to do something about animation? My tip would be just have fun with it. Don't hold yourself to too high standards, just have fun with it. My first experience with animation would have been mostly on Flipnote Hatena. Loved it. But I never had the patience to do big animations, big intricate ones, which is part of why I've got into the owie stuff, and because it doesn't take me, well, the long form videos are like a compilation of lots of small animations, right? So I can break it down into chunks. Yeah, there wasn't really a reason why I started, it just sort of happened, like, because I had fun with it. What free software do you recommend? Is Blender good? Blender is good. I'd recommend, well, don't buy 3D software, 3D modeling software until you've tried Blender at least, because I think it will probably cover a lot of your needs. Would you be interested in someone dubbing your videos to other languages? I don't know how necessary that is. It's like, you know, for example, with Smosh, they had the Spanish channel, but they were also American and had a massive viewership. The nice thing about modern day YouTube is that so long as I'm putting accurate captions in, there is some level of auto translation. That being said, I did have someone who very kindly and very nicely came into my business email and was like, can I dub, or I don't know if I can't remember if I said they were going to dub or sub your Am2L video and upload it to a Chinese alternative to YouTube. I can't remember the name of it. It's like Billy or something like that. And I was like, yeah, go for it, because I'm not going to upload there ever because I don't speak Chinese. So if anyone is interested in dubbing for a platform that isn't YouTube, please do email me about it or something. Get my permission first. But for YouTube, there is the option to translate. So I talking about translation and stuff as well, there was a girl who left a comment. I presumed it was a girl. There was a person who left a comment who said that they sat their mother down and live translated the video for her, and they were both in Iran. I thought that was like really like, oh wow. So obviously, depending on I'm not qualified enough to say about the quality of life for people, let alone women, in Iran, but I can't imagine it's as good or equal as it is here. So it felt quite impactful to know that someone wanted just to show it to their mother and translated it for them so that she could watch it because she felt like she needed to hear the message. That was quite sweet. Our Brits and cats are really similar. Yeah, we like attack your ankles while you're not looking if we're hungry. You can have videos with multiple audio languages. Wait, like in the settings? Like someone, because I wouldn't want to have multiple of the same video for various reasons. But would I rather eat a handful of bolts or a cup of sand? I feel like sand is gonna hurt you less. Like, you sort of mix it into your food and eat it compared to swallowing metal. The spider in my bathroom is watching the stream. YouTube subs are inaccurate. This is true. It's Google. It's a Google Translate thing, and it's never going to be entirely accurate. But hello, camera. It's like as if like I've moved or something. I really have not. Come back to me. Come back to me. What the fuck? Oh, okay. We're back. Oh my god! Okay, it heard my shout. It heard my cry. No, don't restart the gay chain. It's been too recently. The last gay chain was too recent. Why am I getting eye tinnitus? Well, like you're like seeing double. I have got a I can set it to manual focus, but then if I move around, it's not going to be as focused. So that's a multi-focus right now. Please tell me you got my message. Me? I don't know where you're messaging me. Oh. Oh. Andrew, are you... That wasn't me. Who's fucking with my settings? Which one of yous is in my settings? Have I ever tasted brown cheese? No. I don't know who did that. It was Sham. Okay. 25 seconds. Can you change it to 10, Sham? It's hard to get my message across because of the gay. It's just great to see the cat that I wish I could hug. It's adorable and I wish I could meet you in person. You must be a lovely person. That's very sweet, Dominic. Thank you. I try my best to be nice. I'm pleased I can bring you some comfort. Yeah, you guys gotta stop saying gay repeatedly, because otherwise this happens. The hammer gets hit. Yeah. Just someone saying lesbian. Thank you, Betterfish541. A geography quiz. Oh fuck! I would be outed as so stupid so fast. I got an A in geography, but it doesn't mean that I know where things are. Don't say gay. Oh no. Hashtag don't say gay. I'm gonna get cancelled. Don't spam me chat. I just joined. Why was everyone saying that repeatedly? Because it's become a bit in my stream chat, so every now and again everyone just goes gay. I think it was Stinky who started it, but Stinky's not even here right now. Because Stinky donated, they sent a super chat, and she said something like, by the way, I'm gay, and everyone was like, gay. And that was maybe like 2 weeks ago now, and now even when Stinky's not here, people go gay. Abby clipped and cancelled. It's not going to go well against my clip of the Sim stream where I said what colour are Italians because I had a massive brain fart, and I just rather than like explaining that Luigi in the franchise is pale, but surely he's not that pale realistically, I just went, what colour are Italians? Egypt's in Africa. I'm not that bad. Fox News. Fox News is, I'm sure their standards for what's offensive is considerably higher than what I just said. I know where a lot more countries are than the average American. That's, yeah, I mean, if you've seen the clips of, I don't know how edited they are or whatever, but Americans pointing out where countries are. Like, where's Korea? And they like point at Canada. I should try GeoGuessr. I love GeoGuessr. I love GeoGuessr. We'll do a GeoGuessr stream sometime. Average American doesn't know where most American states are. Yeah, I mean, don't think that's something you get taught in school though. Like, don't they make you memorize all the states because patriots being patriotic and shit? Or have I played Superliminal? I have not. Guys, how do I flush the IKEA toilets? Could I draw demo men from the Team Fortress 2? I will do that on a drawing stream if you're here. What's the capital of Australia? Because it's really easy to fall for Sydney or Melbourne, but I know it's not either of those. It's the other one. It begins with a C. Is it Canberra? I know it's not Sydney or Melbourne. It's something like, I can't remember what the name of the place is. It's like Canberra or something. Have I played Stardew? I love Stardew, and I will stream Stardew when the update comes out. What are some of your other weirdest abilities that your body can do besides the ones you already mentioned? I can actually cross my 2 middle fingers without help from my other arm. Oh, that's a good point. So I can hook all of my fingers onto my little finger without, because I feel like a lot of people will probably need to manually hook it on with their other hand. There is going to be an update in Stardew. It's going to be new events. It's going to be new lines of dialogue. There's other things that haven't been revealed yet. There's going to be bigger chests. We love Penny from Stardew, the modded one. She's a lot more interested in the interesting in the modded one. 0.5k till Minecraft, indeed. Gotta set that one up. Hayley best girl. I don't get, like, people love Hayley. I don't personally get the appeal. What do I use for animating? I use a sprite mostly. Canberra. I'm like, what the fuck is shawarma? And then I learn where the Balkans are. I need to look at the Balkans on a map because, like, I can visualize the Balkan Islands, but not where they are in, like, comparison to everything else. Oh, okay. Not me. Okay, I just confused the Balkans with the Balearic Islands. Is that how you pronounce it? Balearic? Balearic. Balearic. You know, like how when you read stuff and your brain just skims it? I've been just reading it as Balearic rather than Balearic for way too long. I just confused the Balkans with that. I'm very smart. I'm very good at things. There is Libre Sprite as well. I can't actually use my phone with my feet. My toes are not long enough, I don't think. Balkans is like East Europe, yeah. Let me go back onto the search because then I had to look up the Balearic Islands. Yeah, Balkans is like to the east of Italy. Technically, well, yeah, A-Sprite is open source, so technically you could, but it would be a faff. Sometimes I wonder if my audience are okay. No, Owie, no, we are not. I think that was easily identified in the last few months. Oh, my camera just did the thing. I only take parabolic steroids, you'll be like the strong sticker. My muscles are getting stronger. Man, I am tired. Wake my eyes up. I like cola. Are you sure, cola, dude? Macromedia Flash 8. Ugh. I just felt like I was transported to 2008 for a second reading that sentence. I remembered, I completely forgot about this. A lot of you will probably be too young to remember this, but does anyone remember when you could text for a ringtone? Like in a magazine, like the last page of a magazine or like a random advert in a magazine, it'd be like, text this number to get this ringtone and it would cost you 99p or whatever. And I'd always look at them and I always like the idea of doing it, but I never was going to spend 99p on a ringtone. Is my finger okay after burning it? I've got a plaster on it right now. It's not great. I tried to take the plaster off, but if I take the plaster off, it's going to cause a lot of trouble because it's quite like, I don't want to be too gross about it. It's kind of an open wound and it's kind of wet as well. And like fibers were sticking to it and I was like, I can't leave this uncovered. People don't even have personalized ringtones anymore. Yeah, my ringtone is just the default one. Because people don't ring me often enough, I don't really care. Ringtones were big business in the early 2000s. Absolutely. What's the typical exclamation you use when getting hurt? Probably, oh fuck. I don't know. Like, I'll go and hurt myself and we'll find out. Thanks for asking about my finger, by the way, that's nice. Eating is for nerds. Is it moist? It is indeed moist. It's like gammy. It's like trying to heal itself, but it's kind of grim. It's just, yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail in case anyone's eating or doesn't want to hear about my wounds. You have the Cantina band as a ringtone. That's a pretty good idea for a ringtone. My ringtone is the Vine Boom remix. I want to change my notification sound to Vine Boom, but I don't care about it enough to remember to do it. I've been saying this for ages. Just having your life interjected by Vine Booms would be funny. Northern or Southern what? There can be Northern or Southern a lot of things. Owie by Tarkov and help the emojis coming up. Bear? Oh, help Bear take over a city. I haven't seen anyone play Tarkov in forever. Is the mobile phone actually bad for my tummy? Did my arm get broken because my mobile phone... Excuse me? Your voice reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. Let me know if you find out. I'm interested. I don't feel like I have many doppelgangers or anything like that, so getting compared to people is always fun. Anyone tired of all these horror games that's just childhood thing but it's freaking twisted? Give an example. Hi Owie, recently found one of your videos in my recommended, specifically the You Have Time video. That vid helped calm my brain a bit and I can't thank you enough for making it. Thank you for enjoying it, I'm glad you did. I'm glad it brought you some comfort. Can you say... Oh, I'm scared I'm gonna mispronounce it, baby. Do it? Like how do I pronounce it? Hello Atari. I don't know any of these things, these games. Hi Star. Beans on toast? I like beans on toast. Which is funny because, you know, as an autistic person, there's a lot of textures I don't like, and you'd think that beans on toast would be like an absolute no-go, but I guess I've just been eating it forever that my brain adjusted. Like, I'll eat baked beans, but I don't really like it when beans are in anything else. Like kidney beans are like, ugh. But I'd eat them, but it's like, really, like, it's a texture thing. ba, 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 da. Gia Guich? Gia Guich? Am I getting pranked? Did I just say a slur without knowing? Ugh. I just like beans with so much passion. Yeah, I mean, it depends how they're cooked and stuff like that. Kidney beans and bean burritos. The texture's weird. Thoughts on grilled cheese? I'm not a big cheese person, so I have no thoughts. I understand people love it, but it would do nothing for me. Gosh, my eyes are tired. Bing, bing, bong. Thoughts on Peter Griffin in Fortnite? It's kind of expected for Fortnite. I feel like they just love shoving a random thing in here. Have I ever had American baked beans? I don't think I have. I think the important distinction is that British beans are not as sweet as American beans, as far as I know. It's not like we're putting really sweet beans on toast. It's a much more sort of savoury experience, and then people put additional sauces on top as well. So it's not like we're having barbecue beans on toast, really. Which pudding do you think of first? In regards to, like, dessert? Well, when anyone says, like, pudding, I imagine kind of, like, creme caramel style pudding, like, wobbly, custardy puddings. If that's what you mean. I have no idea what Carmen Rider is. Black pudding or dessert? I've never tried black pudding, but I can't say that hockey puck of dry blood appeals, really. It's just, people say it's really nice. I haven't got a chance to try it, and I don't intend on it. I'm okay not having tried that. What was my weekend like? What did I do? It's Monday today. Yesterday I tidied my bedroom. I dropped a plant on my head and knocked it over because the vine of the plant was hanging off the side of the shelf, and I accidentally caught it on my shoulder and it like landed on me. But that was fine. And I curled my hair, as you can see, and burnt my finger while doing it. But it was a chill day. I got some work on my video done. What did I do on Saturday? I don't remember what I did on Saturday. I streamed on Saturday, didn't I? Yeah, I streamed on Saturday. I think I did some work on the video. Did I go out? I don't remember what I did. I don't know anything about guns, my dude. I can't answer Glock on 1911. I don't know. Pepsi or cola? It depends on the mood. I think I'd rather have Coke Zero than Pepsi Max. But I don't know. Maybe like right now, I like a draft Pepsi would hit pretty good. Sorry, I'm late. Don't apologise. Thanks for being here. Thoughts on things that are very powdery, like flour and chalk. Oh, like touching it. Touching it isn't so much of a problem. I really don't like the texture of, you know, antacids that are made of calcium carbonate. Things like Tums and Ronies and stuff. Do not like chewing that. But it's still better than drinking that kind of stuff. That is even worse. People love Pepsi Max. People are like obsessed with Pepsi Max. Personally, I'm like not bothered. I hate the acid in cola drinks. My teeth get all screechy. Yeah, especially with the sugary ones. You sort of I can now you said that I can feel it. I think with the straw you might get that less. Stance on sounds, the nasty crunches and munches. I didn't used to mind the sound of people eating, but my sister really didn't like it, and I think watching her for years and years and years be actively bothered by it has sort of conditioned me to not like it either. Now I hate it. Now I'm really bothered by it. It depends. I'm mostly annoyed when it's like biting and like eating sounds in adverts. It's like, I don't need to hear someone chewing in a Doritos advert. Like, just please get this out of my ears. But yeah. Doritos or Pringles? Ugh, it depends on the mood. I do like a spicy Dorito. I feel like I associate Pringles with special occasions though. Like we get Pringles for Christmas and stuff like that. Not like as a gift, as like a snack on Christmas Eve or whatever. Doritos are more of a around the year kind of thing. Yeah, my sister wears headphones when she eats. I'm not that bad. I can hear myself eating, but it's stuff when it's just like the TikTok sound where it's just silent and people eating. I'm like, no, I don't need to hear this. This is annoying. While I'm not diagnosed, I have a feeling I'm on the spectrum. What's weird is that I tend to like or be infatuated with very weird textures as opposed to be adverse to certain ones. I think that is sort of a similar thing, right? I mean, my sister's kind of the same. Like, there's not many textures I can touch that bother me. It's mostly food textures that bother me. But in comparison, my sister, like, you know, she loves the feeling of there's like certain types of fluff that she really likes. And it has to be like the right kind of fluff. It can't be like Sherpa. It's like a different kind. She's like obsessed over it. She loves it. So, what if Ali did karaoke for a stream? I have instruments. Don't even need a backing track. What the hell is a ramen rider? Me, I love ramen. What do I think about Jello? I like Jello. A lot of people do not like the texture of that. I do. That's an odd thing. My ex, who I wouldn't be surprised if he was autistic. He did not like the texture of jelly. Really did not like it. I mean, you know, that could be a normal, you know what I mean? As an autistic person, I'm saying it. A neurotypical thing to not like textures and stuff like that as well, but I felt like it's not so common. Jello tastes good, and I like putting stuff in Jello. I like putting... Have you ever made Jello with, rather than using water, using soda? As in like Sprite or something like that. If you haven't, I'd recommend it because it has like when it sets, it still has a bit of that fizz in it. Just a little bit. And the flavour of like the lemon lime, you know. Oh, let's find out if the glowing thing works on streams. If I keep an eye on the subscribe button. Well, then again, does it work if someone's already subscribed? Wait, let me see if I press the like button. You don't actually have to do it. I just want to see if it... Tell me if it glows. Press that like button. Subscribe. Like button. Subscribe. Does it work? I can't see. Someone tell me. Which is the best ramen? Tokyo tonkotsu. Tonkotsu ramen, rather. It does glow! Hit that like button. Hit that like button. So some of you are saying it didn't glow, some of you are saying it does glow. Yeah, I mean, if you're in chat, then I think I've set it as subscribers only. I'm not reading any manga or anything. I don't really enjoy reading. Reading for me feels like a chore. I used to blame it on school and how like school would make you read, and how it sort of became like a task. Now I've been diagnosed with ADHD. I think it's more likely that. But I think the resentment that I had to read in school, like I wasn't ever reading for fun. I was reading because I was told I had to. Camera, I'm still here. The last book I read. Hello, I'm back. I haven't finished reading it, but it's a really good book to pick up and put down. I've realised I quite like reading non-fiction. Let me get this. I got this book because I was following an artist on Instagram and her art was in it. Is this NSFW? I think this is not crude enough to get me in trouble. But it's this book called Everybody, and it has submissions from all sorts of people about stories to do with like sex and sexuality and stuff like that. So it goes from like people's experiences with sex to people's experiences with abuse and trauma, and it just has everything related to like bodies and sexuality and sex and stuff. It's very much so like you probably shouldn't read it unless you're 18 plus, but I think it's fascinating. It's like going on to, like, this is a really sad comparison to make, but it's like going on to Reddit and reading people's stories, but it's like in a book, and the illustrations are really nice as well. Let me see if I can find one that isn't too crude. Well, I say crude, you know. Well, actually, no. I'm looking at some of these. Some of these are definitely crude. But you know, it's got trans representation and disabled representation and all sorts of stuff, which is really nice. Let's have a look. Like, that's if it focuses. You see, we love to see it. It's very cool. It's a nice hardback, and well, I've got a random bit of paper as my bookmark, but that's as far as I've got into it. But it's like a really nice. I think I've always thought that, you know, aside from obviously enjoying reading it, it will look really nice on a coffee table or something, because it's like a conversation. So I'm just like, oh, what's that? Pick it up and have a look at it. It's very interesting. But obviously, it's, you know, it's quite definitely an 18 plus book, and also probably, you know, you need to go into it being aware that there is discussions of abuse and traumatic things, so not for everybody. It implies every time I show the book being censored. Just chatting, that's happening. We do be chatting. Someone asked me what kind of books I like, and I was showing the last book I'd read. Yeah, my camera just decides that it's going to focus on something else, and I thought it was because the lens wasn't clean, but I mean, this lens is fine otherwise. Maybe I'll try a different lens at some point and see if it does a better job. I had someone in chat say, "I don't like you. Why are you here? This is a subscriber-only chat. You've subscribed. If you're saying I don't like you, then you're in the wrong place." What camera is it? This is a Canon EOS 750D. I got it second hand, and it's more than enough for what I need right now. This is pretty good quality, I'd say. A lot cheaper than buying a camera new, especially as well. I think for books with witches in them, I had a book about witchy stuff, but I ended up giving it to a friend because I was not reading it. But I think I love. I mean, I'm not a witch, I'm not Wicca or anything like that, but I do find stuff like that fascinating. I love the, you know, it had recipes in the book for like cleansing stuff, and it was like, oh, it's like a witchy house book. It was like, this seemed pretty cool, but I didn't ever read it because, again, I struggled to read. So my friends borrowed it. Yeah, thanks for the engagement. Had to water the lights. Might buy a crab. To eat or as a pet? I don't know, do people have pet crabs? I guess people have like pet fish. I don't see why not. Christmas spirit is in the air. It is. I'm starting to get into it. I wanted to get some Christmas decorations for my room for stream, but I haven't got around to doing it yet. I just realised that there's a gap between a... Ah! That's not what I meant to pick up. Where's my... That's it. I was just gonna like tuck that into the border. Shall I do that? What do we think? that look good? I need to zoom out of it now. Are we become Reddit story channel? No! We're looking for original ideas here. I don't need someone else's content to make content. Pom-pom crabs. I'm gonna look up pom-pom crabs. Pom-pom crabs. Oh! Okay, hold on. I need to get a picture up of a pom-pom crab. Which one's the best one? Trying to find the best picture. That's the best picture. Let me get that up. Let's have a look at the pom-pom crab. Look at that. Crab review channel. Kahoot stream. I'll do a Kahoot stream sometime. Look at that. It's got its little pom-poms. Opinions on sharks? Pretty neutral. I don't really know much about sharks, to be honest. I am aware that they are not nearly as threatening as they're made out to be, in terms of like, you're probably more likely to get hurt by a cow than you are to get hurt by a shark. But then again, I also don't live in Australia, so like, maybe it's a bit different. It's trying to lock this to the grid. Okay. Is that better? Yeah. They eat using their pom-poms. That's very cute. Do they like... Is that them trying to like... Sorry, I just realised. Hang on. Something's moving on... What's... Oh! It's a media source. Sorry, I was just wondering... I just clicked something on stream and I didn't know what I clicked. What was I saying? Do they wave like their pom-poms and like attract fish with them? 6 people a year die from sharks compared to 150 for falling coconuts. That is so many people to die from coconuts. But I guess, you know, that's not something I ever think about because I don't live somewhere where coconuts fall out of trees. Like, I'm more likely to have a squirrel hit me from falling out of a tree compared to a coconut. Do I know the abyss shark? Should I be looking up an abyss shark? Abyss shark. Eh? I'm confused. Sharks of the Abyss is someone's drawing in DeviantArt, and then there's an abyss shark from Hungry Shark Wiki. What the fuck is that? What is Hungry Shark? Is that a game? Oh, is that like the game that would you bite people as a shark? But then there's also like a abyss shark taxidermy for something like... I don't know. There's so many different answers for abyss shark on Google Images and I don't know what to trust anymore. The chance of being killed by a coconut in Britain is low but never zero. Yeah, you don't know how hard I could throw a coconut. Not very hard. If I could kill someone with a coconut, I'd be impressed. And a criminal. And a murderer. But impressed. Also potatoes. Potatoes are so versatile. 10 out of 10. Have you seen hognose snakes? I think I can... I think I know which the ones you're on about. Hognose snake. Are they the ones with the... Yeah. Quite a lot of people are frightened of snakes, so I won't put one up on the screen, but they are quite cute. They've got like little turned up noses. Opinions on potato blight. Has occurred to me when playing RimWorld. Very annoying. Has occurred for the Irish. Probably also very annoying. Potatoes can also be used to kill people if you're strong enough. Anything can be used to kill people if we're strong enough. That do be how it be. Exotic animal review channel. To be fair, I'd be here like a long time looking at all the exotic animals. I follow a guy on TikTok who is working in the Amazon and he just does these videos with the wackiest creatures, and he was like filming a TikTok next to this snake who was like hanging in a branch, and the snake literally was like, you know, it went like this to him. It like went to like get him and he sort of went just like casually missed it. Chill as fuck. Like, dude. Turquoise green cheek canoe. Turquoise green cheek. At one point, so one of you are going to tell me to look something up and I'm going to, like, see the most horrendous thing. These are cute. These are parrots. They look like Jaden's bird, but I think it's only because it's a blue and a bird. Opinions on Terraria. I've played like over 250 hours of Terraria, yes, I have no fucking clue what's happening every time I play. Raw potatoes. Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking me my opinion on raw potatoes. Potatoes can emit a very toxic gas if spoiled. Poisonous potatoes, my favourite Minecraft snack. Look up, cat. Like, oh my god, I've never heard of this before. Someone has to complain to about the weather. Oh yeah, the Irish are connecting in chat. I'm gonna get to do some shenanigans. Enjoy your shenanigans. Raw potatoes are tasty. Oh, the idea of biting into a raw potato. I mean, raw potato texture is kind of like a firmer apple if you think about it. It's been subthermal, hasn't it? The way you like typed with the Irish accent, Jesus. It's been subthermal, hasn't it? It indeed has. I'm not even in Irish, and I know this. Many coloured rush time. I'm scared. Opinions of raw carrots. I think I prefer raw carrots to cooked carrots. My lips are dry. Pineapple on pizza? I am a pineapple on pizza enjoyer. I'm not gonna sit here and like fight about it. Like, I feel like people who go out of their way, like who are particularly angry about people who enjoy pineapple on pizza, need to open their minds a bit. If pineapple is on a pizza and it's given to me, I'm gonna eat it. I'm not gonna order it though. Like, there's other things I'd rather buy on my pizza. My dad would text in his Irish accent. It took multiple minutes to decode his transmissions like I was a wartime code cracker. Have you seen like the Scottish people tweets? They're quite something. Let's see if I can find one. We'll have to get Ted in here otherwise. Oh, here's one. Hold on. Let me save this one. Let me put it up as an image. In it weird how when you hate someone, everything they post pisses you off. Like, they tweet, I love soup, and you're like, I bet you fucking do. It's just like, the accent gets hyped with it. That wasn't me trying to do a Scottish accent. I daren't even try, because I fuck it up. Pancakes or waffles? Depends on the mood. In this moment, I'm inclined to say waffles, but I think my answer changes. How dare you eat pineapple on pizza? I've never even had a pineapple. You've never had a pineapple? What circumstances mean you've never had a pineapple? I mean, I guess importing them is expensive from different places, but Dutch pancakes are the best. I don't think I've ever had a Dutch... I didn't even know Dutch pancakes were a thing. Waffles crunchy. That's true. Seeing people say owie as a name is the funniest shit on the planet because it just looks like they're mildly inconvenient pain at all times and just not caring. Yeah. You're back from eating a sandwich. Fantastic, welcome back. On the Irish take on Chinese food. Irish Chinese food. Spice bag. What's spice bag? Is that when you... Oh, the first thing that comes up is spice bag. Is that what you mean? Does my brain actually hurt? I actually have a headache right now, so yeah. Typically a spice bag consists of deep fried salt and chili chips, salt and chili chicken, red and green peppers, sliced chili peppers, fried onions, and a variety of spices. That sounds good. I don't know why it's being sold by Chinese places. I guess... Well, one of the things that you can get in... Hi, Stinky! one of the things you can get in a lot of British Chinese places is chips. As in like, what would Americans? Oh, okay. What do Americans call them if they're fries but chunky? Do Americans have chunky chips? But you can get chips. My hip needs to click. It's gonna hurt, but I need to get it. I need to click it. It's providing more evidence for the Daniel's claims. Stinky, there was a gay train earlier, and I was like, Stinky's not even here. And someone else did it as well. So I was like, but Stinky's not even here. Why is everyone saying gay? Oh, I need to click my hair. So I like how I'm just doing it and talking about it on stream rather than like concealing it and not doing it. I don't know how to do it. My hip needs to cook. Yeah, there was 2. In fact, a slow mode had to be put on the chat because people kept on gaying in chat. I swear all Chinese food here has crack. It has copious amounts of MSG, which is essentially crack. Chinese food is so good, and I understand it's probably not nearly traditional, but it is delicious regardless of what it is. I get black pepper stuff because they do like salt and pepper stuff, and that always hits good. And I know to anyone else that sounds like salt and pepper, they're basic things. Yes, they are, obviously, but that's just what they're called. There's other things in it too. It's just give me a black pepper and something dish, and there'll be chilies in it, and there'll be onions in it, and it will be so good. Gotta do history homework. R.I.P. Stinky award for being the best viewer of the Ari Brain Hurts channel. Oh, Mr. Dashell is gonna throw hands. Mr. Dashell, Greek god, is gonna be like, hold on a second. Daily reminder to eat a baked onion. Honestly, that sounds good. Sometimes when roasting chickens, you know, you gotta shove half an onion underneath the chicken, and it gets all the chicken juice. Yeah, like if you're like, I mean, you can roast anything really. You probably wanna bake it with some olive oil. You know, cut it in half, remove the skin, coat it in olive oil, toss it with some salt and pepper and whatever else. And then you can roast it, and it comes out all sweet and soft and yummy. Do I like video games? I do. I will fight that claim physically. I was like, oh, Mr. Michelle's gonna have thoughts. Opinions on the new Doctor Who. Can't lie, I haven't watched it. I'm gonna try and watch it when Shooty Gatwick goes in, but I have no attention span for TV and movies and stuff like that. I just rather like spend my time doing something interactive like games and stuff like that. But yeah. Butter instead of olive oil, IMO, but yes, perfect advice. Does butter roast well? I feel like there's a reason people use olive oil, because I guess I can imagine butter burns, doesn't it? You can burn butter, but you have to sort of really fuck up to burn olive oil. And olive oil doesn't heat up as much as other vegetable oils do, but it's still okay for roasting, you know? You make movies and TV interactive by active watching it like a puzzle. I mean, kinda. For me, like, interactive TV and movie watching is doing something at the same time. So I like watching TV if I'm doing a craft. I just gotta hope my cousins aren't in the chat, but I embroidered some handmade bookmarks for my cousins for Christmas. I did that a few weeks ago because I needed to ship them up to where they live. And I was watching trash television while watching it, and I was having a fantastic time. I was watching, I don't even know what the show was called. Pardon me. But it was a show about, it was like couples therapy. And all the tea was going down. It was very entertaining. I'm like stitching up these like my cousin's initials on this thing, and then it turns out that Jared has cheated on Christina again, and has got another woman pregnant. It's not the first time it's happened, and now she's crying on the floor, and I'm like, that poor girl. What's on next? Say yes to the dress? Okay, sure. Yeah. I should have bought that Sony a6000. I did think about that. I saw that on sale, second hand, and I did reach out to people about it, but no one got back to me before someone got back to me about the Canon 750D. So that's what I went for. I watch TV when arting. Yeah, I watch a lot of my YouTube watching is done while I'm doing other things. So like if I'm animating, and like I'm not having to reference the audio or something, because I tend to match up the audio after I've done the scenes. I'll like be watching like a gaming video or something while I'm drawing, because I can focus on both so long as it's not too like I don't have to too actively watch it. Hi, hello, glad to see you, Owie. Hello, Mr. Leoniu. Oh my god, Stinky of the Shelf 2024. Oh, I can't start a poll, that'll be mean. I would start a poll, but that would be mean. I'd be scared of what happens with the outcome. The lobster bit never dies. There's multiple people maintaining the lobster bit. I don't know, I think I've asked where the lobster thing came from. I can't even remember if I got an answer. I'm the background noise while you play Minecraft. Fantastic. What are you doing on Minecraft? I like how Sham's threatening the chat like a parent. If you guys are gonna do the lobster bit, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Mining for diamonds on a single player world. You're a cool YouTuber, stay cool. Thank you, Felix. Thanks for being here. Stinky 100% gay is all I need. Amen. Lobster review. I was drawing a biblically accurate angel watching a YouTube video and texting on Discord. Yeah, that is like the average way I spend my time. Biblically accurate angel. Poggers. Someone has a full scale model lobster. As in full scale as in to the size of a lobster, because in my head I was imagining like a human sized lobster, which is terrifying. It's a multiplayer one with my friends. Same thing with background stream with Minecraft here, except I'm developing a Minecraft mod. What is the mod you're developing? The size of a lobster, yeah. Oh, someone else is making a plugin. I've summoned the Java devs, clearly. God damn. Lobster is also running for president. Oh, that's a good point. A poll with Stinky and Mr. Shell and Lobster. It was like the Spider-Man pointing meme. Lobster was made during the debate of the colour of the cat. Someone suggested that it's lobster red. Is that where it came from? God, we've got so many random niche little things here. Lobster for president. I'm not doing my history. Don't tell my mum. You've been announced, mum! Our law expands even more. And the funny thing is I'm just like oblivious to it. I have no idea what the fuck is happening. The lobsters are actually blue before you cook them. I don't think that's true. I saw a big red crab once. I was abroad. It's like a you know, if you look up clip art of a crab, that's what I saw, like a big old, like the crabs in Mario. I saw one of those. I was like, whoa. People are actually blue before you cook them. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find that out when we cook a baby in The Sims. Lobster mascot. What am I going to do with a lobster mascot? Some lobsters are blue. We've been fact checked. You can see, yeah, that makes more sense because I swear, you know, everyone's seen red lobsters. Cook what? Nothing. Nothing. I didn't say anything. We may or may not be cooking. We may or may not be cooking a baby in The Sims 2. Not picking my nose. I've got my nose piercing. You see that? Wah. Yeah, we may or may not be cooking a baby in The Sims 2. I should make a hyper-realistic lobster drawing appear in your latest video. I don't know how I would be able to integrate a lobster there. We should raise the Ari Brainhurt's cat mascot with a lobster. I just changed my entire branding for lobsters. You're eating a mango. Yummy. Is it juicy and messy? Oh, my nose is itchy. I gotta fight my piercing back into place. Oh, lobster's bugs. Shrimps are bugs. Are they bugs? Or is it just that they're kind of like bugs? You were thinking of shrimp. An easy mistake to make, Spooky. Lobsters and shrimp? Easily confused. Shrimps are bugs. Lobsters are what's hip. I'm taking notes. Owie nose hurts. Owie nose itches. Did it hurt when I got my piercing done? It did. I will do it again. Got a piercing here, and I've got my septum done. And initially I had a like a horseshoe in it, but I prefer how like the subtlety of this one. I think it's like it's a little bit dainty. It's annoying that it moves around so much, but it's like sometimes you see it and other times you can't, and I think it's like a nice little bit of interest. I'm trapped while surrounded by mobs with no shield help. Well, dirt to the rescue. Dig yourself into a hole. I want to get my septum done, but I get faint every time I get a piercing. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be any different. I've heard people say that septums are not so painful to get pierced. Personally, it hurt me. It was as painful as my other piercings. But if you're going to get pierced, you just got to make your piercer know. Let your piercer know that you might get faint. They're ready for these situations because it happens to them. Even people who don't get faint, if they haven't had breakfast that morning or something like that, they might faint. If they're not feeling very well, they might faint. So what I will say about septum piercings is that they are so much easier to heal than other piercings. It's like well, like I was able to change my septum in like a month, and I with my nose, it was my nostril piercing. It was always getting infected and irritated. I have a helix, which is infuriating. I got that pierced in 2019, and it still gives me issues. My septum, I could be like putting rusty nails through it, and it would probably be fine. It's don't do that. Don't give yourself tetanus. But like, you know, my point is that there's so like the healing process is like the easiest of all of the piercings I've had ever. I'm thinking of getting a tattoo. Should I get a silly goose tattooed? That sounds fun. My partner has any car seat headrest fans here? My partner, they have the Twin Fantasy album art on their upper arm, which is pretty cool. Sham's here. Sham has multiple tattoos. I can never remember what Sham has tattooed. Sham has a one piece? Am I confusing Sham's tattoos with Josh's tattoos? I might be confusing Sham and Josh's tattoos. Bleach? One piece? I think Sham and Josh got tattoos at the same time, and one of them got a one piece tattoo and one of them got a bleach tattoo? I can't remember. Hi guy. I pour milk into cereal or reverse? Cereal first, then milk. I don't want very much milk, just want a little bit. You got Evangelion. Oh. Who has a bleach tattoo? Do you have a bleach tattoo? Does someone have a bleach tattoo? Oh, it's got a gay furry, yeah. I showed Alex's tattoo to my cousin, and she went, "Before I say anything about these autistic foxes, is it got any like emotional significance?" And I'm like, "I think you're good." It's like, it's not wrong. The car seat headrest is the lead singer isn't that, aren't they a furry? I like cereal. I like cereal with yogurt, to be honest. Milk is a bit weird. Hello, Scribbles Num. Hello, Mr. No Nonsense. I haven't seen you in a hot sec. You recently got a tattoo. It was a spur of a moment thing, and it was surprising how much I cared for it at first, but how little others did after a while. It's relieving and disappointing. That's interesting. I mean, I guess, you know, it's so significant to you because it's constantly on your body, but for other people it's like, ooh, you got a tattoo, cool, next. But no, I'm pleased you like it. And like, you get to carry that around with you until you get it lasered off or forever. Which is pretty cool. I don't have any tattoos because I am too scared of regretting them. All of Buzz Lightyear's gift. Hello, Alex. That is my partner who has the car seat headrest tattoo. Furry curry is indeed a dish. I'm not going to Google that. I'm scared as to what comes up. Love your hair. Thank you, Joe. I like dry cereal's alright, but yeah. You are perpetually itching for more tattoos. I kind of feel that way about piercings, but they're just so annoying. I would love a bunch of ear piercings, but they're just not comfortable to sleep on, and then they get infected and annoyed, and I can't be sacrificing my sleep for some ear jewelry. You're gonna Google some fairy curry? I'm scared as to what, like, misinterpretation could show up. You have 7 tattoos, Sham. I must have seen your tattoos, I just can't remember any of them. Ooh. You found a vein of 8 diamonds. That is pretty damn good. Gay furry curry. Oh. It's me taking a nap on the stream. Luigi Cave, Greek god, what more do you want from me? We'll find out in time. I found a vein of 8 owies. Where? I gotta take them back. I am not a poo. Imagine if Alex just pops up from down the side of the bed. Like, I've been streaming for, I don't know how long I've been streaming for, an hour and a half. And then Alex just pops up. That's actually a good bit. We should do that sometime. Mitski? Why are we saying Mitski? Mitski's good though. Who's my #1 artist on Spotify? I don't remember. It was Taylor Swift almost, I think. I'll tell you my my Wrapped. My top artist was Taylor Swift. It was Taylor Swift, Adam Melcher, even, I don't know why I said Melcher. Taylor Swift, Adam Melcher, Bo Burnham, Harry Styles, and Dodie, because I'm mentally ill. Mine's The Living Tombstone. Should have picked Mercy. I know nothing about Overwatch, but that song goes so fucking hard. My top was also Taylor. Twinsies. What's my favourite Taylor album? Ooh. That's tricky. I'm really not very good with favourites. I'm not very good at picking favourites of these kind of things. I don't know. The thing is with Taylor is that all of her stuff is so different. It feels like comparing apples to oranges. She's covered so many different genres. Karaoke time. Gay Fairy Carvery. If I've listened to Kanye, what's your favourite song? I am more than aware that Kanye has made good music. I, however, am not indulging in it. it feels weird too. He doesn't seem like, well, he's done a lot of suspicious and not great things, and I'm sure he's made fantastic music, but it's in the same way that I'm sure Harry Potter is enjoyable. It was still made by a transphobe and I don't really want to engage with it, you know, so I'm kind of okay missing out on that. There's a star on the progress bar of Taylor's music on Spotify instead of a circuit. We celebrate her being the most listened to artist. She's got so big in recent years. She was always big, but she has got huge. I saw her live for the Reputation tour, and I had tickets for the Lover tour before that was cancelled as well. But oh my god, the fucking fist fights you see her this time around, she's just become universally liked. For so long, everyone enjoyed hating on her. And I meant like people like me who liked her stuff, could go and see her. And now everyone wants to see her. And I have to fight for tickets for the normies. If you weren't there during the Battle of 2016 when everyone hated her, you don't deserve to go to the concert. I'm kidding. Good luck with stream. Thank you for being here, Morsey. I hope your shenanigans went well. Have I ever heard of Giza Minecraft? It allows Bedrock players to join Java servers. I have heard of that. I think there must have been a reason why I haven't used it though. I just had a quesadilla. Yummy. We have Taylor Swift tickets, but probably going to miss it due to unexpected pregnancy. Is that you who's pregnant? That's probably not the question I should ask first. I should say congratulations. It's like when someone says the term unexpected pregnancy, it's like it's kind of hard to, it's like, do I say congratulations or my condolences or both? I've just made myself really awkward here. Congratulations on your pregnancy. I'm too socially awkward for this encounter. Your partner. Oh, congratulations to them. And congratulations, condolences to you both. Happy to hear. Hopefully, I'm wishing the best for you. You can ask if you can have the tickets instead. Hi, Laz. I'm going to see Taylor Swift. Is anyone here? There's only 60 people here, so the chances are low. Is anyone going to see Taylor Swift at Wembley next year? I can't even remember what day I'm going on. There's several dates. It's a happy one. Fantastic. Unexpected, but not unwanted. That's the important distinction to make. Congratulations. What's your dinner for last night? Like what did we have for dinner last night? I had a roast dinner. Well, I had that at lunchtime, and then I had I'll tell you what, I had a roast, because we had a roast chicken, and then for dinner, I had a roast chicken sandwich, cold roast chicken, with crisps in it. Because we had these curry sauce flavoured crisps, and I was like, you know what sounds fucking excellent? Cold roast chicken, layered with crisps. Curry sauce, a little bit spicy crisps. And it was fantastic. It was so good. I'm sure on paper it sounds terrible, but it was good. It was good. See, the Brits are backing me up. The Brits know what I'm on about. Student dinners in a nutshell. I'm not even a student. That's just what I want. That's what I wanted. I was on a walk with my mum and I was hungry and I was thinking, I was excited to go home and construct the sandwich. And it was good. It was good. You don't have to believe me. That's fine. I'll live. I'm sure. I was wondering what that was I could see on my desk. That's Vaseline. I was like, is that a snack? I have real food. I could have made multiple things, but what I wanted was a chicken and crisp sandwich, and it was great. It gave the crunch. That's too fancy for a student meal. Yeah, a lot of the students I've known just don't eat all day and then eat at the end of the day. But then again, most of the students I know have been riddled with ADHD, which is probably forgetting to eat until they are fucking starving. Why do I have that on my desk? What, the Vaseline? I think it's a relatively normal thing to have on a desk, no? You know what you should be asking about is why I have the moon on my desk. It's, there you go. That's what you need to be asking about. Vaseline, normal. The moon? Ooh. What is my channel about? Have you just found me and, like, joined the stream without seeing my channel? I make shit. I animate shit. It's like story time, but kind of also not at the same time. Am I secretly Groot? Yeah, I stole the fucking moon. Vaseline could be a snack. You can eat it. I think you'd probably shit yourself. I mean, what is the ingredients? It's just like petroleum jelly and... It doesn't have ingredients on it. Oh, no, it does. Petrolatum aroma salt. Yeah, I mean, you could eat... It'll probably give you diarrhea, but you could eat it. But then again, you could eat anything if you're brave enough. It's just not... You might not live. Doesn't mean you can't eat it. It's about migraines. I've become like a migraine campaigner. I like support migraine charities. Well, tell me what my body can and cannot eat. Everything's edible at least once. Exactly. The same way you can skydive without a parachute, but only once. You can eat lava. Lava and molten glass have no business looking so delectable. Me and like the if I was a glass blower, I'd just be like, I just want to eat the molten glass. What's the channel about? Does it have to be about something? I just make things. I make things and people enjoy them. I think that's what's important, no? Sorry, I accidentally clicked on something. Woo! Lava just looks like molten cheese. I mean, molten cheese has the power to act like lava, but they don't look the same. Lava is much more glowing. Minecraft lava is just baked beans. Oh, I wonder. Do you think anyone's retextured Minecraft lava to baked beans? And also, if they have, I need to download it because that's kind of funny. lads being the campaigner for mods. I need to do what Brad did. Kind of Brad at this. He's got a list of like creators, like friends and stuff on his page. I need to add that. I need to add Brad to my page. I need to add Scrump to my page. I need to add Laz to my page. I should probably add Silvers to my page. I haven't talked to Silvers much, but he seems really nice. I've got to be shouting out my creator people. I can and will moderate. That's all the convincing I need. Just so everyone else knows. That's not just a random person. Laz is a creator himself. Laz has many subscribers. Welcome. If you're here, you can always bonk people on the head. Thoughts on donuts? Who doesn't like donuts, first of all? Secondly, in the UK at least, you can buy, when it's like fairs and stuff, you can buy bags of like little donuts, like freshly cooked little donuts. They're fucking excellent. They're fantastic. I can and won't moderate. It's like, give you the mod roll and you just sit and watch the fire happen in chat. Mini donuts be hitting good. Mini everything be hitting good. I made some mini cookies before I came on stream. Little ones. Because if I make little ones, I can eat 2 of them and feel less bad than if I eat 2 whole-size ones. Spanner next to your name, welcome. You're gonna go have some gay furry curry. If you send a picture of your gay furry curry on the media chat on Discord, please, and thank you. Mini brownies, yes. If your co-worker steals your donut, melt soap and pump it in like jelly, also it's clear soap diet. I mean, if it what's the point? Once someone's at the point of discovering that there's soap in it, it doesn't really matter what colour it is. They would have bitten into it. Also, don't poison people. Lamau. Smiley face. 500 subs away from 60k. Yes. I'm gonna put the exact number. I'll probably hit that tomorrow. At the rate I've been growing it recently. I'm at 59,540. So probably tomorrow when I'll hit that. Pretty real, pretty real. Pretty huge. I think you're a spanner, lads. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm hitting 60k probably tomorrow. I wonder what that noise was. I literally, did you see? I just looked around. I was like, where does that come from? It's my fucking camera. Yeah. Tomorrow or the day after, I'll hit 60k. When did I hit 50k? Maybe 2 weeks ago? The thing is, so I often grow a little bit faster after I put up a video as well, so new video this week once I get that done. And yeah, definitely 60k by the end of the week, if nothing else. Your channel deserves way more subs, wholesome vibes. Thank you, Farhad. If someone came up to you and gave you like 20 cakes to eat, would you eat at least one, or would you be suspicious? There is an important tale to be heard here, which is Tomska. If you're not familiar with Tomska, you almost certainly are. He's the man who made ASDF movie. ASDF movie. I can never remember which one it is. ASDF movie. And he said, not directly to me in a video, that he was at a convention and a fan came up with homemade cakes and gave him and all of his like friends a cake. Turned out the cake had hair in it, like pubes, like mixed in with the cake. So, unless I don't know if I could ever trust the fondled goods of, you know, homemade food. I'm sure so many people make some lovely homemade food they want me to try, but one of you motherfuckers could be putting pubes in it. I'm sure most of you wouldn't, but who knows? Tomska's done way more. Of course Tomska's done way more. It's just that's probably what anyone who doesn't think they know Tomska, they're probably gonna know ASDF movie and then go, oh, that guy. Tomska told me in a vision about his pube cakes. Yes, like came to me in a dream. What's funny is that so many people I know have met Tomska. I've met Tomska. My sister has met Tomska. Sham's met Tomska, I think. Well, at least if not, Sham was in a video at like one of Tomska's vlogs, like cool in the background. What have I heard, Mr. Dashell? Are you gonna whack me around the face with a gotcha? Always have them take a bite first. Yeah, it's like have you seen the clip of Kim Jong-un and Putin, and they both like dink dink their like they cheers their drinks together, their champagne, and then neither of them drink the drink because they're both suspicious that they've been poisoned. They both sort of like clink it and then they go like put it down again. Like that'd be me with someone offering me a homemade cake. Hi neighbour. Let me see if I can find that clip of Kim and Putin. It must be a GIF, right? Bye, BB. Thanks for being here. Not me, unable to spell. Okay, I want this as a GIF because otherwise it's going to be a pain to. Oh, it doesn't. I found a GIF, but it's not of the whole thing. It just makes them look like they're good friends. Oh, I just want to download it. Is that too much to ask? So many videos of it, but I can't download the videos unless I were to go through a fucking grr. Well, you know, whatever. I explained enough. You can probably visualize what I meant. You've met Tomska. Everyone's met Tomska. Why are we talking about pube cakes? Because Tomska was given pube cakes, and I was asked if I would be suspicious if someone gave me a plate of cakes, and I said basically yes. Pizza flavoured cake, I'd try it. When I was in school, in like high school, someone did an April Fool's prank of putting toothpaste inside Oreos. Like they scooped out the cream and they put toothpaste in it. Pardon me. And someone gave one to my arts teacher at the time, who decided she actually quite liked it. and therefore finished the Oreo and maybe ate more as well. And she just said the whole lesson how sick she was feeling. She just fucking ate toothpaste. You're not meant to do that. There's like chemical. You meant to. You're told on the packet to spit out toothpaste. But she just fucking ate it, and then she was like, "Oh, I don't feel well." If you gave me an Owie Brain Hurts themed cake, I would at the very least take a photo of it and be very grateful, and then be scared of eating it. Mint flavored Oreo. Yeah, the original. Only the weak spit out their toothpaste. I love fluoride poisoning. She voluntarily ate toothpaste Oreos. She wasn't the smartest person. I killed Abby Brainerd. Sounds like a bag of short idea. I can completely imagine you doing that, lads. I faked Rambu's death. I killed Abby Brainhurts. What's next? Yeah, she just decided to eat it. She wasn't very smart though. There was multiple things she said that I can remember. I remember someone saying like she wouldn't let people go to the toilet like during lessons, and someone was like, "Miss, what if someone was on their period?" And she was like, "Well, as a woman, I know that, you know, I'll just do it during break." And it's like, you're completely missing the idea that someone can start a period at any point. It's not like I'm gonna, like, you know, someone can just hold it in until the end of second lesson, you know? Like, very big brain thought process, miss. Thank you. She also was not able to count in fours. She wasn't able to go like 4, 8, 12, 16. Which is interesting. She might have been dyscalculic, to be honest, so I can't like laugh at her for that. I can't laugh at her for being like disabled or whatever. But yeah, she'd had to be like 1, 2, 3, 4 on a ruler and like count out, which was also another thing. I was like, huh, an interesting individual. But yeah, she was a toothpaste eater. So maybe she's been doing that all her life. Maybe that explains some things. She frequently eats toothpaste at home. Yeah, maybe. Maybe she was like, you know, building up her tolerance. What should you do if someone is inside your walls asking for a friend? You make peace with it. It's like the voices. You just start, is it the voices in my head or is it the voices in my walls? Is chat moderator given on a whim? No. My mods are either my IRL friends or people who have been on the Discord for a long time and have applied to be mods, and also Laz, who is here and a content creator and streamer themselves. So I've got the experienced people who I know and trust. I'm not just handing them out randomly to people in chat. I kind of randomly gave it out to Andrew in the beginning, but he'd also been in my Discord for like months, and look how wonky my nose is, man. I can't believe I went for so long in my life without realising that. Sorry, I got distracted by my own face. Yeah, Laz is just swag. Hashtag swag money. He's not around though. I've known him for a week. I've known Laz for a week. Hi, Laz. I was like, I've known Laz for ages. Yeah, I trust Laz well. I've known him since last Monday. See you, Draug. Thank you for being here. I should play Lethal Company on stream. Maybe I should. I think I'm going to give myself nightmares about playing it. But I'm also not very good at, like, letting go and having a good time. I realised I was watching, like, back some of the VOD from last stream, and I made my boyfriend sound like he was fucking abusing me or some shit. I said something like, oh yeah, my boyfriend said I was, like, too tightly wound and I shouldn't play it. But no, like, that, I am self-confessing to being a tight ass, like, I'm not very good at letting go and relaxing in a game. I think I would not be good at the vibe. Laz's swag, so true. Laz was getting recognised in the chat of a Freddie Badley stream the other night, and it was like, you know, it's like, should I join in? Should I be like, oh my god, Laz is here? But then he did it to me, so oh my god, Ellie Brain hurts. Shut up! People don't know me here. The MCYT is. I am wearing my invisibility cloak. Stress Sims 2 player, so real. Like, I was like having to put effort into not caring with the Sims 2. She didn't make me sign that non-disparagement agreement. I'd have outed Owie for her abuse months ago. I beat Sham on the floor. repeatedly, again and again, and straighten their hair, as shown by a photo earlier. The Sims 2 is hard. I am a trained and seasoned professional. Wow, and IRL out your appearance. I hope the evening is treating you well. Thank you, Elijah. My headache's actually getting kind of better. Is it? No, it's not. I just managed to distract myself from it. I'm just really tired. I'm really tired today. The only reason we met is because in a YouTube Shorts meeting, the thing I said was, "Oh, holy shit, how are you very nerds?" Yeah, we both got invited to there's a thing called the like creator like shorts community. We were like invited to this YouTube like Google run scheme for like making shorts content and networking and stuff, and we had our first call last Monday, and the chat was kind of busy, and I was messaging in the chat, and Laz was like, "Oh, how are your brain hurts?" I was like, "Someone knows who I am? Hell yeah!" And then I hunted Laz down like a stalker, just like this into Laz's DMs. There were so many children there. There were so many children there, but then they all got bored and left, which is kind of funny. Is 30 rotten flesh for 1 emerald a good villager deal? I'd say so, because like what else are you going to use the rotten flesh for? I mean, I guess it has some uses in potions, but that's kind of something you can grind out pretty easy, right? Thanks for being here, Alison. Hello there. Wake up at 5. Oof. Good luck waking up early. You waking up for like a job or just because you like waking up early? Maybe you can get a trade for less rotten flesh. That's a good point. I don't know. Never slid in, just slithered in like there like a worm. I did the same things for Brad. Kind of Brad at this. He left a comment on my videos being like, "Oh my god, Owie, I'm your biggest fan." And I just fucking hunted that man down. Added him on Discord. He was like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Yeah." You have twice as many subscribers as me. Of course I'm gonna hunt you down. And now I keep on having people, like, it hasn't happened for a little while, but I've had a few people with like a lot of subscribers in my chat, and I feel bad because I don't know who these people are. I had who is it? Life Noggin? And I was like, I don't know who this person, I'm sorry. I don't know anyone. I'm like, oh, I'm bad at what I do. I don't know my colleagues. You got the gay furry curry sarcastic kissing. What's my main source of new friends, memes, Twitter, YouTube? My main source of new? I think I might be misunderstanding your grammar. How do you not know Life Noggin? That's so embarrassing. I know, it is embarrassing. Like, I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep about it after this. I forget when Life Noggin was in the chat. I just didn't know who the fuck they were. I thought they were a bot because they sort of entered the chat and said something kind of random, and I was like, is this like a mental health like bot that comes into chats and is like says something positive? Because I just didn't know who they were, but everyone's like, oh my god, it's Life Noggin. I'm like, who? Why are you here? But it's also funny because like I don't think there's a problem for me to say. I got an email from Psych2Go as well. It's like, why are all the mental health YouTubers here? Like, why are they, like, what did I made a video called Am I Too Old, and now everyone's like talking to me, which is fine. But I'm like, my experience in mental health is that I'm fucked in the head. First person experience. Hi Andrew. I feel like I've missed something in chat. What did Nova say that you're replying to? It's gone. I can't see it. Oh, anyone else just make random fantasy stories sometimes? I don't. My imagination is so dry nowadays. Gotta go. See ya. Yeah, I'm a mental health awareness YouTuber now. See ya, Laz. We all joined forces into one, like, powerful mental health person. I'm a new viewer and love your channel. You have a great personality. Thank you so much, Abby. Not here. Hello, Maxwell. Oh my god, it's Maxwell the cat, everybody. The Mental Health Coalition. They're like experts. I'm just depressed or whatever. Actually, depression is something that is like, that's like the weakest contender. It's like, it's my bulging autism. At the very beginning till now, it's getting late. I gotta sleep. Bye, Owie. See you in the next stream. Bye, me. Thank you for being here. I'm new here. What's popping first? Oh my god, so many new people right now. Hi, Luna. Where do I get my news? Oh, it varies. Oftentimes it's word of mouth. It'll be like, have you heard this? The funny thing is, well, it's not funny. I don't think it's fun. That's the right word to use. But the way I found out about the Israel-Palestine war is that I had a Q&A thing going on Instagram, and I had people sending me, like, it was for Alex, my partner. It was like a fun thing where he was getting sent random questions and he was answering them. And I woke up, well, he got up to go to the toilet at like 4 AM or whatever, and because it woke me up in the process, I checked my phone and people had left me messages being like, we've been struck with missiles. And I was like, huh. So the way I found out about the Israel-Palestine situation was because people were sending it on a Q&A to me on Instagram stories. Which is not how I expected to find out about any significant news. But it is. Where did I find out about the Queen's death? I was in a shoe shop with my mum and my sister and my nan, and I was trying on trainers, and we heard the staff in the shoe shop talking about like, oh, there's news going about that the Queen's not well, and we were all like, ooh. So that was around like 2 or 3 p.m. And of course the rumours then start of like, do you think she's already died? Do you think she's gonna die? They're not gonna make a fuss about it unless she is dying. And the news was announced that she died at like 6 or half 6, and I just had a nap. I was having a nap and I woke up and I could hear through the wall that connects my bedroom and my parents' bedroom the national anthem. And in my sort of half asleep, half awake state, it doesn't quite clock. But then I like get out of bed, it's like the Queen's died, and I'm like, oh shit, really? And I have a screenshot of my boyfriend and my conversation, because it was around the time that Thurston Waffles, the white long-haired cat, died, and he sent a message to me being like, Thurston Waffles died, and I was like, I know, it's so sad. And then the news about the Queen came through, and I was like, oh, the Queen died too, and he was like, what? It's like, yeah, the order of like sadness was like so different. It was like, oh my god, that like internet cat has died, it's so sad. Oh, and the Queen died. It was like, yeah. It's like, he was like, wait, for real? Like, is that a joke? So no, the Queen died. The Queen's death was both surprising and somehow unsurprising. Yeah, it sort of got soft launched because, like, as soon as it was announced that she was not well, everyone was like, oh, that's not gonna end well, is it? So, yeah. But it was it was a weird time. We got an extra bank holiday for it, which was great. Thanks for the day off. I watched the funeral. I'm not a very patriotic person, but whenever there's been a royal wedding or funeral or any sort of royal televised event in recent years, my family and I, we sit down and we watch it, and we have afternoon tea, which is so British. You know, we get the teapots out, proper like you know, teapots with the spout, and scones and clotted cream, French fancies, little sandwiches, whatever else, and we put it out in front of the sofa and we wait for me to get back in focus. Come on. Oh, there you go. And we watch it. And like, none of us are particularly like patriotic or whatever, but it's just like a fun thing to do. Like, who doesn't want an excuse to eat a sandwich? So yeah. But they're releasing Queen 2. Oh, I like that. Is syrup a condiment? Yes. There were half-price shots that night in my local Irish pub. Great night. Yeah, the reactions to the Queen dying were certainly mixed. Mixed responses. How many doctors a chicken could kill you? How many doctors a chicken could kill you? How many doctors a chicken could kill you? Do you know where the majority of your followers are from? Most of my views are from the US. It's like 40% of my viewers are from the US or something like that. And that's across all platforms, I think. It's like the US and the UK and Canada are like the biggest amount. I don't know what the percentages are. Lizzie's in her box. I started that as a chant on New Year's Eve. I can't remember why. I think we were watching the fireworks on TV. I think they must have mentioned the Queen or something, and I started the Lizzie's in her box, and the whole room was like Lizzie's in her box. Pretty good. How many views from Australia? Definitely some. I don't know how many. It's so cold right now. I'm not used to this. It's not as cold today as it was yesterday. Not even yesterday, the day before. I went downstairs to get some water at like midnight the other night, and he said it was a -4 Celsius outside, which is like pretty cold for the UK. We don't tend to go any lower than -5. So it was like, ooh, -4. Am I British? No. I am not British. What makes you think I am? Yes, I am British. -13 Celsius here. Crikey. That is cold. Can I show you my favourite plushie? I have a really good one, actually. I have this, which I've had for about 10 years. And I should have put it on my bed before the stream, actually. That would have been a nice background thing. Someone asked me if it was from Slime Rancher, and this existed long before Slime Rancher was even a thing. I got it from MCM Comic Con one year. It's pretty good, isn't it? It's just a little friend. Sits on my bed, looks pretty. Do you believe in the ghost in your room? Here's the thing about ghosts. If ghosts were gonna hurt people, if ghosts are real and if ghosts were gonna hurt people, there'd be a lot more fucking dead white men. A lot of random disappearances and random deaths of white men. Like, do you not think the ghosts would be going and murdering, like, white men? The white men that killed him, or whatever? So if there are ghosts, they can hang out with me. Because it doesn't seem like they're gonna hurt anyone. Yeah. I didn't like plushies in the past, but now I have 5 or 6 with 2 more on the way. It's just that's how it is. There's a lot of people who go down that way. I have a few others, but it's like that. This is the one I've intentionally bought, and I bought that about 10 years ago. And I can appreciate plushies, but they don't speak to me in the same way that they speak to other people. Like, my sister loves them. She has so many. I don't feel the need to buy more. Do I have any plants? I have so many plants. What's my name? Okay, so I have revealed my name on stream before. And my name is like public knowledge and like able to be found. If anyone would like to, if anyone here remembers it, maybe hold it to yourself for a second. Have a guess. I have a box of plushies with all the ones that don't belong on my bed. It's about my height and width. So one of my friends who has a lot of plushies, they have these like little hammocks that are like fit in the corner of their room, and they have like layers of these hammocks that they fill with toys, and we got one for my sister as well, and it's really good. It's just like a triangle shape, and it fits in the corner of your room, and you hang it on the wall, like up the wall, and then you can put stuff on. You guys are guessing letters as if I don't have a J on my neck. Letters? Names. I guess that could be about someone else, but my partner's name is Alex, so it's not my partner's initial. T for Troy. Rachel. I didn't want to make you uncomfortable. I just wanted to know because I just got a cat. Wow. I love cats. Jaddy. No, you're not making me uncomfortable at all. I've revealed my name on stream before. I just think it's funny to see people guess. I've been told I look like an Emma a lot. Emma's and Emily. A lot of people guess that. I've had people guess Lily as well. Everyone's called Lily nowadays. I've met multiple trans women who are called Lily or have been called Lily at one point. It's like the trans name of choice. I'm not trans, but it's just, I feel like everyone's called Lily right now. Jolene, Jelly. Yeah, my name is Lemon Jelly Remix. Joe Biden, Jill Jock. I thought it was Luna. Interesting. I feel like I feel like I look like a Luna. Lily Trans Meta. It is in fact Joe. Yes, my name is Joe. Not with an E, just a J-O. You're trans and your name is Melly. It's kind of like Lily, isn't it? Melly Lily. Short for Jothany. Jothany. Luna is a common trans name. Luna is a common trans name. Lily, Luna. I feel like there's others that are really common. Like, trans women love to go for the either the like funky names like Luna, or they go for old lady names. It's what it feels like. I feel like I can't remember any of the trans names I've met now. Well, I don't like just sort of list off my friends' names or anything like that either. But it's like, that's what the joke, isn't it? The joke is that, you know, non-binary people, they go out and like spin their hand around in nature. You know, whatever they point at is what they named themselves. I can't remember. I saw a meme. It was really good. It was something like, you know, trans girls naming themselves, and it's like they're saying hello to a bunch of old ladies, and then non-binary people, they're spinning around and getting in a forest. Yes, I will call myself Grass or Moss. Is Megan a common name? Megan's a common name. I don't know if it's a common trans name. I've forgotten the names of all of the trans people I know. Yeah, exactly. Moss is quite popular. I feel like there's so many trans people called Kai. Like, Kai is like the trans name. Same with Ash. So many trans people are called Ash. Yeah, Kai with a K-A-I. Because not only is it like European, but it's also Asian, so I think it has a lot of interest because of that. Kai from Lego Ninjago, maybe that's why. Shay is popular. I've not heard people calling themselves Shay. That feels like a very American name though as well, though, to be honest. Kai is a trans name because it's basic as fuck now. I think it's basic because so many people have decided to rename themselves to Kai. It's become basic. Non-binary person having the name Death Cat because they wanted that mushroom would be kind of funny. I that's kind of based. You know, non-binary people be calling themselves like that's kind of dope. Sky, yeah, that's true. Ash Ketchum. It's not even that it's basic. It's just, I feel like Ash is a cool name. That is a cool name. But you know, a lot of people realize it's a cool name, and now it's become basic because so many people went, oh yeah. It's also like a really good gender neutral name because it can be like, you know, masculine or feminine. So it kind of makes sense. Avery's a pretty name. I like Avery. I said my name. My name's Joe. I said it. I guess it might have seemed like I was saying my name as a joke. No, my name is Joe. Called Joe. Did the playlist end? It did. The playlist is done. Luna. Luna is such a pretty name. Your name is Joseph. You and me both. My name's not Joseph, but my name's Joe. Not with an E, just a J-O. Could I give a game recommendation? I thought you said name recommendation. Like, Joe, I've heard your name. You're changing it. Joe, not with the E, though. Turnip Boy. I've never heard of Turnip Boy. Oh, his name is short for Josh. Yeah, I'm definitely a Joshua. Yeah, don't name your cat after me. Crikey. It's a much better name for your cat. If you want names, if you want suggestions for your cat name, you gotta ask chat for suggestions for cat names. Don't hear my name and name it after me. Why do many talking trans cat come from the UK? I'm not trans. I'm not trans. Is there other talking trans cats that I'm not aware of though? Like where can I find talking trans cats? I need to listen to them. I'm not trans. Oh my god, my camera's gone. I'm not trans. It'll be fine if I was. It's funny because people confuse my gender a lot. I've had multiple comments, people thinking I'm a man. It's like, thank you for the super chat, Bin Studios. Total, I can't see your whole name, it's cut off. Imagine if Garfield was trans, that would be cool. Do we know that Garfield isn't trans? You can usually tell if someone's trans or not. Well, not always. I mean, in the same way people thought that I was a man. Before I was like actively showing my face, people thought that I was a straight up man. So it really shows that like, you know, some people like to go say about trans people, they like to go, we could always tell. Like, I'm not even like trans and people were thinking I was a different gender to what I actually am, which is fascinating. And also I think I'd like to think that hopefully it's gender affirming to other people. You know, as like, I mean, like, I don't like to label my gender. I'm kind of gender non-conforming. I don't like to call myself a woman. I don't like to call myself non-binary. I just don't like to label it at all. But like, given I am female, assigned female at birth, and feminine presenting, and people still think I'm a man, it shows that gender's a construct and that, you know, you shouldn't take misgendering too much to heart if they're going to get my gender wrong. And I haven't tried to change it. So I think I've accidentally been quite gender affirming to people, which is an honor, honestly. Thanks for being real. You're welcome. Some people are just bad at telling. Can you guess where I'm from? I have no idea. You're just a name on a screen with a photo. Yeah, so let's give some cat name suggestions to Zeep. Your gender is cat. Oh. It's fine to be bad at telling. Like, as long as you're not trying to hurt people, you can't help the way you perceive things. You know, just, you know, try and be considerate to other people's gender. Zeep, Zeep, I want to say that Zeep is a she, they user, but I don't know. I genuinely have no clue. But like, it's all pointless because the thing is on the internet as well, that if you're like by default on the internet, people assume you're male. If you're not explicitly female looking, or like your username isn't feminine, people just assume you're a man. It's not like a masculine thing is present and therefore someone's a man, or a feminine thing is present and therefore you're a woman. People just assume you are a man unless you say otherwise, which is interesting. Yeah. Zeep does give non-binary vibes. Live is still going. Hello. We're hanging out. You're by gender. There you go. I was kind of picking up the vibe of the she, they, then, huh? They, them is a good default. That shouldn't offend anyone. Yeah, I found myself, I accidentally they, them people who are not non-binary. I get flustered in like social situations and I'll just misgender everyone. Like, it's not, I'll just like my English language just goes bleh. I'll just they, them people that don't typically use they, them. So my brain goes too fast and it's trying to fill in the gaps. I've been in the situation often of thinking an internet user would be a woman but wasn't. Interesting. Like the opposite way around. Thanks for hanging out, Nova. I wish my language has a normalized gender neutral pronoun. It must be hard to speak the Romance languages that use gendered everything and then be non-binary. Like, that's tricky, huh? A tackies app. I love tackies. They're not a thing over here really though, unless you want to pay £1 million for the import fees. Why do people use they, them instead of normal gendered when they aren't non-binary or something? That's just because it's neutral, isn't it? It doesn't matter. Or like if you're referring to someone and you don't know what their gender is, if I were to go, oh, I need to see the doctor, it's like when you know, I went to see the doctor. Oh, what did the doctor say? What did they say? So you don't know the like. It just doesn't matter. It's only a problem if you're going to intentionally use they them all the time rather than gendering someone as they wish. Like if someone wants to be referred to as she her and you always use they them rather than she her, that's when it's like a problem, right? But an occasional they them for anyone isn't a problem because it's neutral. What are they shouting about? Sorry if you can hear my family shouting. Wait, is there a mouse?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. No. Oh my god. Okay, so were you here at the start of the stream when I was saying that my cat was trying to find something under the sofa? Fucking hell. They found the mouse. There was a mouse. I wasn't going insane then. There was a mouse.
You must have shut him in there with him.
But he was trying to find the mouse. He lost it. He lost the mouse and thought it was under the sofa and it was... Is it alive? Is the mouse alive? I'm really curious. Here at back, I'm being nosy. I'm gonna find out the situation. I wanna know. I'll come back and explain for anyone who didn't catch what I was saying earlier on. Is it alive? Really? Okay. So, if you didn't catch the start of the stream, I was talking about how sorry, I'm listening into my parents. At 4 AM this morning, I heard my cat downstairs meowing. Went downstairs and he was like trying to find something under the sofa. And I grabbed him and put him in the other room expecting him to be able to grab a mouse. And then I looked and I couldn't see anything. And when I let the cat back out again, he didn't care anymore. So I was like, maybe there's a mouse in the house. I don't know. I couldn't find it. And I've been home alone all day. And I looked again and I couldn't see it. The cat hasn't found anything. It was fine. Just now, my dad was sat on the sofa and the door to the spare room was open. And he said, like, a mouse has climbed up, and looked at him. It was alive. It was alive. It's been in the house all day. So have I. And it's just been hiding. It's probably been eating the cat food and shit. And it was alive, it was fine, which is great news. Better than finding a mouse corpse. He's not very good at catching mice, so it's always a impressive occasion when he does actually catch one. He's been cooking. He's been cooking. He was left cooking, and my dad I wanted to go and say hello to the mouse. I wanted to have a look at it. But my dad's already let it go. But thank goodness it's alive. It's nice that for him to not murdered it. Oh, literally, that was when I was at 4 a.m. I was like half asleep, heart racing, ready to like have a mouse run over my feet, catch it, then got fucking gaslit by the cat, and then but it was there the whole time. That's funny. That we've had a mouse in the house all day. I saw a mouse today running on snow. That's cute. One of the first times I met my partner in person, we sat down on a bench in front of a pond and a rat like swam across it, and we were like, "Whoa! Look at the rat!" The gay curry is a continuous theme here. Jealous of anyone who actually gets snow. For real. Give me some of the snow. I want a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes, this chat is very influential. Influenceable. What's the word? I can't think of the word. It doesn't take much to get chat going. Get a train going. Get the spam rolling. I need to change the lighting situation. What do we think for light colour? What are we thinking? Ooh. Woo. Whoa. Whoa. I think there's probably a bot or something I can set up that means that chat can vote for the colours of my lights and change them without me even knowing. The API apparently is quite open. I've got the trans flag lights. London mentioned what the fuck is a white Christmas, what the fuck is snow. So true. The only white Christmas I've seen is like leftover snow. That's kind of nice, these colours. Do I have a disco mode? I can make the colours change real fast. There's a few different modes I can use, in fact. There is one for... This is... Okay, it didn't change for all of them. I have to manually flick them all. This is a candle mode, and you can see it's like flickering. And then there's a fireplace mode, which is basically the same thing, but a warmer colour and a bit brighter, and it's flickering. And then there's... I don't know what prism is, actually. This one's called prism, but I don't know what it is. Is it just a rainbow? Seems like it's just a rainbow. That's a nice lighting. What is snow like? I've honestly never seen snow. Thank you for the super chat. Gonton. What is snow like? I've honestly never seen snow. Have you seen the... I need to find the Tumblr text post. Snow. I need to... Okay, I'm gonna find it. Oh, where is it? Where's the text post? There's a text post I want to find. Ah, oh, found it. Give me a second. I'm just gonna save this image and put it on stream. What's snow like? I've never seen snow. Someone describe it to me. Smells like water. It's like I'm there. It's like smells like water. Wow, the immersion. It's so good. It's one of my favorite text posts. One of my one of my favorite text posts is, let me save it. It's probably not even the first time I've saved it. Gotta find it. How to spot a fake gamer. Frequently pronounces video games as Blidio games. Will often say, I need help passing this level, is really hard. Then when you look at their screen, it's running Microsoft Excel 2007. They invite you over to their place to check out their game collection, and it's just every season of Frasier. Still impressive. The Xbox One is actually a series of tissue boxes glued together with the word Nintendo painted over it. When you ask their favourite video game, they respond by doing a series of skillful backflips, temporarily distracting you from having asked the question in the first place. And they keep a secret diary with "I hate video games and never played them" written on every page. It's the skillful backflips that fucking tickles me. What's your favourite game? And then you just go like that would distract me. That would successfully dodge the question for me. Ugh. You feel really immersed in the winter now. I'm so pleased, Butzer Gunton. Thank you for the super chat, and I'm glad I could provide that for you. Fiddlestick Jones, riddled by the disease. Purple cure cancer to avoid the question. It's like, hey, look at this. Skinwalker game. I like Undertale. I'll play Undertale on stream sometime, maybe. I've never played it. I somehow managed to miss out on Undertale. I knew it was a thing. I just never played it. My sister really liked it though. Imagine streams having auto subtitles. I think you can get that, but I mean, on YouTube it's a built-in thing, but I'd have to put it on normal latency, and that would mean there'd be a massive gap in between when I say something and when you see it and when I read the chat back. So I can do it, but with a lot of latency. I know there are plugins that do it, but I think you have to pay for them. Take my money because yes. Thank you, Ice Warmth. Look, Ice Warmth. That maybe you're the perfect person to educate about snow. The forces are joining. How he gets a caption guy to type everything you say really fast for streams. I promise it'll work. Yeah, like the people that are like sit in court and they do like just hire a person like £50 an hour to do that. Thank you for the super chat, Ice Warmth. I can be your plug for fire bombs. The latency on this stream is really low. I have set it to ultra low latency. And there's 3 options for YouTube streaming. It's normal, low, and ultra low. So I've set it to ultra low, but you can't do live captions. But yeah, I know that they exist, but I don't know. Live caption OBS plugin. I mean, even if it... Oh, I've clearly Googled it before. I don't know if it's for like for VODs or whatever. I'll need to look into it another time. Now it's not the time. But yeah, I like using captions myself. I mean, the thing is, I also talk quite fast and with an accent, so it might not pick up all my words, but better than nothing. £32 an hour. I can tell you that, but this much. I'm not earning £32 an hour. I would be going and I would maybe making a loss there. How is the progress with Spotify with the Shut Up song? I've not thought about it one bit. Everyone is so busy and I don't want to pay someone to make a backing track. And I don't have time to make a backing track. So right now it's kind of a not... something that is not happening. I have never played Rain World, but I know people want me to play it. Don't eat ski slope snow like I do every single time. I'd like to go skiing one day, I think. I like the idea of schmooving fast. You're a stick bug. I'm hungry. I made it sound like I was reading out a chat message saying they were hungry. No, I am hungry. Why am I so hungry recently? Don't anyone tell me I'm pregnant. I'm not. I'm just hungry. I'm hungry. I don't eat enough at lunchtime, that's the answer. Play Rain World. Someone commented on TikTok asking if I'd played Rain World before. I am so pregnant. I've got boiled sweets in my drawer, but that's not exactly gonna fill me up, is it? It's just gonna make my mouth hurt. I had snacks in my drawer, but I ate them all. I had popcorn in my drawer. That was the last snack in my drawer. I ate that last night. What was I doing when I was 13? Um, all of the things that came to my mind were depressing. I was having panic attacks. That's fun at 13. But what I did get into at 13 was Kingdom Hearts. I had a big Kingdom Hearts hyperfixation, and that was like a really good thing for me at the time because I wasn't very well mentally. So it was nice to have something to focus on. I got my braces off when I was 13. That was pretty poggers, pretty swag. I wouldn't mind getting braces again. Like you can see that that tooth has moved a bit, but that shit's expensive. So not for a while, at least. My videos make people pregnant. Maybe my video made myself pregnant, and that's why I'm hungry. Who knows? Can confirm I got pregnant. Does my brain actually hurt? I do have a headache today. I'm really tired because I was up at 4 a.m. fighting my cat. Well, I wasn't fighting my cat. Trying to find out what my cat was chasing, and my dad just found out because a mouse just turned up in the house. That was what it was going on at 4 a.m. Kids used to say I was cool for having braces. So many people had braces here. Like, maybe like 1 in 5, 1 in 10 people. Because, you know, it's covered by... If your teeth need it, it's covered by national healthcare. And my teeth were bad enough that I got it for free. That shit hurted. If you don't need them, it's not worth it, really. I mean, I don't need them now. I think I get frustrated that my teeth were straight and then some of them are slipped. I had issues like sensory issues with the retainers and stuff, and I think it hasn't helped. Some of them are slipped, but I'm still pretty good at using my retainer. I'm going to visit London soon. Looking forward to it. Are you going to over Christmas time? Or are you going after? It's quite fun at Christmas. It's very busy at Christmas time, but there's a lot of nice things to look at. Good food. Can you sometimes suffer mentally when you're 13? Absolutely. I'd like to make a video about my autism and my mental health at some point, but like obviously, you know, you don't just become autistic, you are born with autism. But I didn't realize I was autistic until I was diagnosed about a year ago now, and I've always had mental health issues. I was first seen by like mental health professionals when I was about 9, but I've been having panic attacks or anxiety attacks, so I'm not really sure what they are. I don't think they're autistic meltdowns, but it might be, since I was 8, 9 or so. You are never too young to have mental health issues. It's just you are more likely to have them as you acquire trauma and stress throughout your life. But because I was autistic and I was born with autism and I was born with ADHD, that put me in a position where I was more likely to have issues. And naturally, being autistic, you know, the symptoms of autism, the side effects of autism, whatever you want to call it, you know, you're emotionally dysregulated and stuff like that. So I have always been mentally ill because you're born with autism. Yeah, there's no such thing as being too young to have difficulties, you know. If anyone ever tells you that you're only 12, what have you got to worry about? Blah, 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 blah. It's hugely invalidating. You don't have to, you know. I really hate comparing suffering as well. Some people be like, well, you know, when I was your age, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. If I metaphorically, if I break my leg and someone else cuts their leg, and like that person's cut is the most painful thing they've experienced in their life, like that doesn't mean that I should be going, well, I broke my leg, because comparably, this is still the greatest pain that either of us have experienced. It's like, you just don't need to compare it. You can appreciate that people are having problems without going, who has it harder, you know? I have an ADHD test in a week, so wish me luck. Good luck. I had mine in February. And it was fun. Well, I got ADHD. I have ADHD. But, you know, just be honest is the best thing you can do. Don't try and censor yourself. Don't try and push it too hard. Just be honest. Yeah, it's only been a year. Someone should have noticed it when I was much younger because I was clearly not very well. But I had to be the one to turn to doctors and be like, I think I have this. And the doctors went, why did no one test you when you were younger? And I was like, you tell me. I'm asking the same question. Passed the ADHD test with flying colours. Amen. My dumbass when I failed the ADHD test. Me failing the blood test. The object super. Thanks for being here. Being too honest can be dangerous, though. I mean, you know, if it's just they're asking you about your experiences in order to diagnose you with something, you can, unless there's a reason you shouldn't be, you should be honest so that you can get the most accurate diagnosis. Maybe I'm missing something here. Obviously, I'm not a medical health professional. Please don't quote me, but I didn't study for COVID-19. I failed it 2 times. Ugh. COVID cells when... COVID cells. That's the worst thing I've probably ever said. Who here has not had COVID? Has anyone here not had COVID before? I got COVID in March 2022. It was when the UK lifted the mask laws. So you didn't have to wear masks anymore. And everyone fucking got COVID because you didn't have to wear masks anymore. I bet some of you people who didn't think you had COVID probably did have COVID, but you didn't realise it was COVID. I know people who have had COVID 3, 4, 5 times. You've had COVID 3 times each time on your birthday. That is so unlucky. I never got COVID, I overslept. Yeah, I had COVID once. It was my dad caught it, and then everyone in the household caught it. I was the last person in the household to catch it, so flex on me and my immune system. But yeah, it wasn't too bad for me, fortunately. I had it worse than my sister and my dad did. My mum and I had it the worst out of everyone in the house. It was, for me, it was a bad cold. I'm fortunate that it wasn't too bad. I was vaccinated, and that probably helped. Challenging piece of ham, opening their presents to find COVID once more. It's like, you guys are giving me shit gifts. You caught a lot of times, lost count after 7. Rough. The thing is, it's like, the later on you got COVID, the more it's like, oh no, to like, oh, you got COVID. And the Lord's year of 2023. It's a bit out of fashion now, isn't it? Embarrassing even. No, it's everywhere. I might have had it since. I haven't, it's just, yeah. My mum had it in August, and none of us in the house caught it, actually. Impressively. If we did, it was asymptomatic. You got COVID? Grow up. Your brother got COVID because of me. Do not regret doing that. Oh no. Tell you what I did do. I think I've probably thrown them out now. I got my COVID tests, my positive COVID tests, and I glued them to earrings, and I made COVID earrings. Lockdown insanity. Not even lockdown, self-isolation. I was like, because my sister was going to go to work, I was like, you should wear these to work. You should wear these and serve customers with positive COVID earrings. COVID was say 2020. So true. Get with the times. Ugh. I washed my hands, but my plaster still stayed on, which is good. Children that were born at the beginning of COVID are toddlers now. It's really odd to think about the effect it's had on children. Of course, many people here would have been teenagers or young adults when COVID hit, and we would have felt the impact of losing those years. But oh my god, imagine being 2 when COVID started and being like 6 now. Like, those are such formative years of socializing and seeing people and knowing how to communicate that you've lost out on. That's surely going to have a huge impact on someone's development. COVID is mid. Monkeypox is my new best friend. Yeah. We fucking love a bit of monkeypox. Were you ever scared of growing up but didn't want to be young either? I don't think I was ever scared of growing up. It was more like, as I was growing up, it was like, huh. I don't want to be too depressing on stream, but like, as I've just said, I've had mental health issues my whole life. So I didn't really feel my childhood being robbed from me as much because I struggled through my childhood as well. So, and I think I'm pretty good at hanging on to the things that made me happy in childhood. Like, I played a lot. Okay, camera. Still don't really. I need to turn off that. I think I know why it's doing that. Like, I played a lot of Sims as a kid, and I still play Sims now. So it's like I'm still able to be in touch with the things that I did as a kid, and I think some people have that, and they try and get in touch with the stuff they did as a kid, and then they feel disappointed it doesn't feel the same, and that's always going to be the case to some extent. But yeah, you didn't have to do your GCSEs because of COVID. Oh, glorious. That is nice. No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize, Zeep. My partner, he didn't have to do his A-levels because of COVID. This must have been a blessing. The things I would have done to have not had to do my GCSEs, I stressed out so unnecessarily because of my GCSEs. Hi, Ahmed. Do I know who Joe Hawley is? No. I know fucking nothing. Hello, Stinky. I'm hungry. It got better when I returned to school. I think a lot of people probably felt the same. A challenging piece of ham. I think a lot of people really liked COVID. A lot, as in like the lockdown. A lot of people really struggled with it. Personally, I wasn't too bad. It was, of course, it was hard, but I didn't struggle with isolating myself as much as other people might have. It was weird at the time. You know, people were concerned about victims of domestic abuse and other sorts of abuse and violence, you know, trapped at home. Some people don't get on with who they live with. But it's all good that it's all over now. And also, if it were to ever happen again, at least we'd have an idea of how to handle it in a modern society. I'm hungry for gay fairy curry. Someone clip that. I just said that out loud. I'd eat it. Like, what's wrong with gay fairy curry? I'm an introvert, so it was perfect for me to be alone. That's what my mum says. My mum's like, I loved COVID. I love lockdown. I love being at home with my family and not talking to people. Any guesses where my autism's from? But she handled my virus in a modern society until I'm well. Yes. Like, I wouldn't call myself an introvert. I like people and I like talking, but I am autistic and awkward and stuff. Like when like lockdown was easing up, I remember seeing my friends for the first time, and it was like I'd just forgotten how to socialize. I had no practice and I didn't know how. I've been calling people on Discord the whole time, but I was really smacked in the face with I don't know how to emote. Oh, I'm sorry that happened, Stinky. That must have been rough. Being sort of trapped in that environment. I can't imagine that. Fortunately, I was very blessed to be comfortable at home. But not everyone has that blessing. Do I ever want to get tattoos? I'm too scared of the commitment of tattoos. I like piercings because if I ever want to take them out, I've already got holes in my face. I've got acne scars. But tattoos, they're a bit too permanent for me. I love how they look on other people. I'm just not brave enough to commit. The pain is fine. It's just the commitment of it. I wish I don't, but I hate talking to people. You're perfectly fine for hating talking to people. So I'm like fidgeting with this little brush. Sometimes it's stressful. I like talking to people that I know. And I like this because I don't have to worry about myself like emoting and stuff like that. But it's a different story of meeting new people and stuff. Yeah. You're gonna get a tattoo on your thumb. That's fun. That's really fun. I was talking about the tattoo thing, and someone mentioned getting one on, like, what if I got one on my back or somewhere I couldn't see, and that really changed my perspective on it. I was like, huh. Like, if I can't see it, then I don't think I'd actually be that bothered about it. But I'm still not sure. I've still got the Irish Chinese food article open on Google on my other screen. I've had to close it because I keep on looking at it and getting hungry. Because of COVID, I got to make a decent impression to my classmates at the start of high school. I kind of feel that same way about growing up on the internet. I feel like I wouldn't have made the same friends if I didn't have Facebook and whatever else was popular in 2011, because I'm anxious and awkward, and having the internet as like an in-between meant that I have, you know, that the awkward bridge is gapped, because awkward gap is bridge rather, because I had time to think about what I'm saying. How many tabs have we got all open right now? I can't have too many tabs open, it stresses me out. I know a lot of people have a lot of their emotional support tabs open. I can't do it. In terms of the online, like, computer chaos, my computer folders are fucking awfully chaotic. I have so many things I just store in my downloads folder. My tabs are fine. If you bridge my gap until I get awkward. 13 tabs. I have the amount of tabs open I have on my phone is insane because I don't close the phone tabs. I forget they're there. I should play Outer Worlds. I have tried playing Outer Worlds. It didn't click for me. I know people love it. People love it, but it didn't click for me. I love the internet because without it, I wouldn't have this one very close friend of mine, Futures for the Internet. If it wasn't for the internet, you wouldn't be watching me right now. It's cool, isn't it? It's weird to think. From 1 to 10, how much are you human? Yes. Hungry. I know people saying it. I've eaten. I've had food. Why am I hungry? I don't have enough for lunch. I made cookies. Maybe I'll have some cookies. What advice would I give to a 13-year-old? Have fun. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't stress too much about school. Just enjoy what you can. I mean, that's like as advice for any age, really. I was just so stressed about school when I was younger, and it was really unhealthy for me. I had no proper balance between like schoolwork and life, and it really fucked with my head. It's just, in retrospect, of course school is important, but in retrospect it's nowhere near as important as you think it is at 13 compared to what you think of it at 23. You know? Work about school, work hard at school, but if it's getting to the point where it's making you really stressed or not feel well, something's going wrong. And yeah, you might need to reevaluate. You know, do well in the essential subjects, and that's you know, if that's all you need to do, maybe that's a better focus. You know, do you need to do well in everything, or you know, is it worth just focusing your energy on maths and English? You know, it's being stressed about school is the worst, and I can't tell you how much I am grateful to not be doing that anymore. I didn't go to university. I couldn't do it. Because the school stress never ends. It never ends. There's no like, okay, I'm done with this now, because you could always be doing more. And I really struggled with that. But yeah. A lot of people don't understand what you learn on school and how significant it is to your future, and that includes stuff like music, social sciences, etc. Yeah, I feel like at school, there's a lot of stuff I did at school that I benefited from doing, but I really didn't need to be examined on. I have a qualification in textiles. I think I could have been taught all the things in textiles, but why did I need to do an exam in it? I don't think I needed to do an exam in textiles, or art even. I think I could have, you know, I could have just done it and learned the things without having to worry about exams, you know? I think homeschooling is really interesting because you're able to touch on that more, but the problem with homeschooling can be that it isolates people, and depending on the beliefs of the parent, it can really be an echo chamber of the wrong things. But some of the smartest people I've met have been homeschooled. Like, I've got 13, I think, GCSEs. And there was a girl I knew who was homeschooled and she only had 5 because she did maths, English, science, and the 3 sciences, or whatever, or maths, 2 Englishes, and 2 sciences. But she was like the smartest person I knew because like the rest of the, like those are the GCSEs she needed. Like that's all you need to get into uni. That's all you need to like get jobs or whatever. And but she was like the smartest person I knew. She was able to focus on other things and probably better off for it. The problem with homeschool is when say you've got like a really right wing parent or whoever who's homeschooling you, and they're in you're a child and you don't know better and you get isolated or whatever. I don't know enough to comment really, but echo chambers can exist. Homeschooling can be fantastic if it's done right. I don't think people understand that. Controversial food opinions. Well, I told you guys about my sandwich I made yesterday, my cold roast chicken and crisp sandwich, and people were not happy about that, but it was fucking nice. It was delicious. C's get degrees, that's what they say, isn't it? Like, I got really good grades in school, and no one cares now. Admittedly, I didn't go to university, so I wasn't needing those grades to do anything, but no one cares. As an adult, no one cares. Yeah. Yeah, it was cold roast chicken. We'd roasted the chicken early in the day and had it with a meal. And then I put the bread, thin layer of butter, cold roast chicken, a layer of spicy curry chips, bread. It was great. It was crunchy. It was a little bit cold. It was tasty. If you can hear my parents talking loudly at each other, my apologies. Yeah, it was yummy. I thought about that idea on my walk home. I was on a walk with my mum, and I was like, yes, this is the sandwich I will craft when I get home. And it was good. And I would have done it again. I wanted some more of those crisps earlier because I was on call with my partner. And I'd already had lunch, but he'd ordered himself KFC and it came. And I was like, oh my God, I want a KFC. But I shouldn't order one. But I did look at Uber Eats, but it was like £5 delivery for KFC. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not paying £5 for a KFC delivery. So I was like, oh, I'm going to have some more of those crisps. And we'd ran out. Can you imagine the layers of disappointment there? I watched my boyfriend eat a KFC in front of me on camera, and I don't have one. I think about getting one, but I'm not going to pay that extortionate price for it. And then the thing I thought I was have instead isn't in my cupboard. I had a cornetto instead. I had a solidarity. I don't know what the word would be. I had an ice cream to soothe my heart. Tuna, pickles, and mayo in a baguette is hella good. That sounds like a pregnancy craving. Tuna, pickles, and mayo. Like that's what pregnant people eat. Probably. I've got a pregnant friend and she likes pickles. She's like the stereotype. KFC is good. I'm scared of getting food poisoning from KFC because I know so many people who have got food poisoning from KFC. But it kind of be delicious. Maybe I don't know, maybe the vegan stuff, because they do in the UK, they do like vegan and vegetarian stuff at KFC. Maybe I should try that because then I don't have to worry about the food poisoning as much. Because I'm there for the flavors and the gravy more than I am there for like the chicken itself. Obviously the gravy has meat in it, but why did I pick the name Owie? I don't know, it just kind of came to me. Pregnant people eat lunch, Mario. Oh my God, true. Postpartum snack is lunch, Mario. For anyone who missed the Sim stream, we're gonna eat. Luigi had a baby, which we called lunch, and we're gonna eat the baby. If you had to pick a favorite viewer, who would it be? Even if I had a favorite viewer, if I said it, all the rest of you would leave. You'd be like, I can't believe they didn't pick me, and you'd all leave. Lunch Mario. First name Lunch, second name Mario. I like how Stinky said it's Stink. Oh, I see. I like how Stinky said it's me. And then someone else said, it's Stinky, isn't it? I think Stinky is just the queen of everyone's hearts, really. What's your five guys' favorite food between pizza, and pizza? Oh, I do like pizza. Domino's are doing a Christmas pizza right now. My mum and I ordered one. Domino's pizza. Why am I hungry? Why am I shaky and hungry? I've eaten today. I have eaten dinner. I've eaten lunch. Is it the fucking lack of KFC? Is that what I need for my soul? Let me tell you what's on the festive pizza. It had onions. That's first thing on the list. Sage and onion turkey, cranberry drizzle, sausage, smoked bacon rashers, and then like sauce and cheese. And it was good. It was Christmas pizza, and it slapped. How often do I stream? I stream when I feel like it. Sort of twice a week, 3 times a week. Sometimes I won't stream much in a week. This is what I do full time. I currently have a day job. I don't get enough views to support myself fully doing it, really. But that would be the lovely goal. Sprite cranberry. I want to have a Sprite cranberry. I don't mind paying a little bit more for the input fees for a Sprite cranberry, but like it's like we get like there's like things in stores like you can get like strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper from America or like stupid shit like that. But I never see a Sprite cranberry. Milk and pizza. I'm judging a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit of judgment. First words I hear are Sprite cranberry. Hi, Brad. I mentioned Brad. I've talked about Brad this stream. Why did I mention you, Brad? I think Laz was in the chat and I was saying about crawling into various creators' DMs. It's your odor. I can smell Brad a mile away. Didn't you insult me on your stream last night? I can't remember what you said, but I feel like you insulted me. Well, you said like something like "Hello, all you beautiful people," and "Owie," but there was something else as well. I can't remember. Pilk. Oh God. Brad would never insult me. God, I'm hungry. What am I gonna eat when I'm done streaming? I'm gonna have a cookie. At least one cookie. Have I done the 16 personality test? Is that the like the Myers-Briggs one? Don't release the DMs. A lot of I think what's happened with Brad on stream is like Brad's like, oh yeah, she's British, so like she's like one of the good British people. She's like one of the okay ones. Skittle cookies. Milk is beer milk. Oh. Oh. See, look, I've just been asked in chat, am I a man or a woman? I'm assuming you're asking me rather than Brad. Kind of Brad at sex. That's really good. That's really good. Kind of Brad at sex. That's really good. Skittles cookies. Wait, that's a thing. I did Myers-Briggs, but I don't remember what I got. It was either it was a combination of 2 and 8 and maybe 4. I don't remember. I don't want your neighbours hunting the shotgun, but thank you for the offer. Crazy to not write it down. I might have written it down in like 2018. I don't remember. Oh, that's Enneagram. My bad. Myers-Briggs is that I'm the wizard man, I think. Last time I said this, someone else remembered for me. I'm the wizard man, I think. Aren't they all green? Challenging piece of ham? Like, a load of them are green or purple. INFJ, yeah, probably. I haven't done it in a while. The thing is, I'm really indecisive. I'm really bad at, like, clocking myself on these things. I want a taco. If I had a taco, I'd be eating it. I'm not gonna be giving it to one of you fuckers. I want the taco. I want the taco. Fuck. Oh, there's a Mexican place near me that does birria tacos, and oh, I'm hungry. I might need to go and get a cookie and come back. INFJ is the rarest one. Really? Am I rare? Am I rare? What sounds really good? Gay furry curry. What were we talking about? That sounds good. Birria tacos. I've been wanting to try birria tacos for fucking ever, if that's what you meant. And it's only recently that I've been able to have them. They are delicious. But yeah. Maybe I should go and get a snack and come back, because I'm just going to keep on complaining that I'm hungry. I'll be right back, okay? If anyone asks where I am, I'm getting a snack. I can't be bothered to write it on the screen. I'll be right back. Where's she gone? Where did she go? I made cookies before I streamed. These little cookies. I didn't think I'd be hungry, Andrew. 7 out of 10? You haven't even tasted them. Fun stream idea. There's a site where you can look up your MB type and see characters who share it. I think I did that. There was a website where you could do that, do a personality test, and it would like rank a bunch of characters from like most like you to least like you. It's been years since I did that though. It's been a long time. I just realized an ad is hit, so I'm gonna like give it a second for the ad to pass. Yeah, I'll do that on stream sometime. That's a good idea. Thank you, Stinky, for the super chat. What's the story of your experience of finding out you're on the spectrum? It's like a complicated one. I will almost certainly do a video about it sometime. I'd like to do a video about it. If I were to try and explain it on stream, I'd forget things, or what I need to do is I need to like write it all out and like really formulate the best way of explaining it. I think it should have been noticed by a professional way sooner. I'm annoyed that I was the one to realise. See ya, Wakaboopa. I do play video games. What's my favourite autistic character? It's not like explicitly said, but I think she's probably autistic. I like Lily from Sex Education. She's very sort of blunt and to the point. Doesn't really pick up on the emotional vibes either. She's sort of autistic coded, you know. It doesn't. At no point does it say she's autistic, but I reckon she probably is, you know. See you, Dunkin' Donuts. Isn't it common that people realise themselves before anyone else? The reason why I think someone else should have noticed it is because I was been like seeing doctors for my mental health since I was like 7. and I had quite obvious signs of it. So the fact that I was seeing mental and medical health professionals and no one noticed it is odd. People steal the cat plush on the bed. Oh no. I should have put him in the chair while I was gone. That would have been funny. Mm. Typical of me to join the stream during the autism conversation. We've had another autism conversation in the stream as well. Not the first one. I got hungry. I needed to go and get a snack. Swag. Autism comes up a lot around Owie. It's because I've talked about it. And people like to ask questions, which is fine. If I can provide any representation or information, I'm glad I can. If anyone is interested in learning more about, like, well, here's the thing, like, everyone with autism is different. It's not like there's one type of autism. It's just people experience it differently. But I really like Plumbella's video about autism. She did a longer video about it. And she was diagnosed when she was, I want to say, like 15 or something. But she sort of goes through a lot of the points about autism and autism in females and stuff, which I think is really interesting. I seem to attract autistic people because I talk about the fact that I'm autistic, and then people go, oh, I like that, because they are autistic, or they find it interesting, or they're a different type of neurodiverse, or... But obviously, like, you don't have to be autistic or interested in autism to like me and what I do. It's just, I'm sure people relate to it. There are people who are going to relate to it, and that's part of why they like being here. I got my diagnosis last week, actually, at the big age of 23. I got diagnosed at the big age of 22. Just about a year ago now. Just under a year ago. I got diagnosed in early January. So yeah. There's going to be one person that watches you and hates autism. Well, someone did leave me a hate comment. It's the same person who told me I was a neckbeard man-child in an androgynous body. Quote. That same person was saying that I was blaming my faults on autism or whatever. And that was on the music demisexuality video. It's like, I mean, like, it's not that deep whether or not I listen to music or not. Like, this brother just really went for my throat. But yeah. Gang. Hi, Lou. Lou's been summoned into the autism conversation as well. Summoning the autists. How you doing, Lou? I think I'm just overtired. I think I'm hungry because I'm tired, you know? My brain is fried. Autism summoning ritual. Why do we get on a bus but in a car? It's the same with train, isn't it? You get on a train. On a plane. Is there an answer? Or is it just like a non, like there's no specific truth? Summoning the autists. You don't step into a car. Is it to do with the sitting? No, because the police sit on the plane. I love you, Lou. Please give me an autograph. Is anyone here an Orla Gartland fan? Do you often find that people call themselves autistic even though they probably aren't? I'm talking about the people who use it as a badge. Yes, on occasion. A lot of people who have self-diagnosed have done it right. Okay, thank you, Cameron, for that. But I've talked about this on stream before. One of the things about people who don't properly self-diagnose, people who don't do the research they need, is that there is a lot of similarities between PTSD and trauma-related mental health conditions and things like personality disorders, which can occur because of trauma, and neurodivergence. There's a lot of crossover. So sometimes people will think they're autistic, but haven't done the research to realize that it might actually be something else. And vice versa, a lot of women especially will get diagnosed with BPD when it's actually autism. It's a common misdiagnosis either way around. So, I mean, self-diagnosis is valid. There's a lot of reasons why people can't get diagnosed. They can't afford it. There's whatever reason it's not safe. But you just need to make sure you do all the research. You know, I mean, a lot of people who self-diagnose, you know, they're going to do it right, but not everyone. But also, I'm not a doctor. I'm not really qualified to say that. So from what I've experienced myself, there's a difference between self-diagnosing and then like properly self-diagnosing and taking one autism test and then telling everyone you're autistic, because some people do that, but it's not the majority. There's a few people get it wrong. I have a friend who was initially diagnosed as autistic, but it turned out he was schizophrenic. Yeah, it's I've got a friend who was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and it turned out she was autistic. It's a common thing, especially for it to be it's something else and then it turns out it's autism. Sometimes it's the other way around as well. I think it's, you know, especially in women, it's often diagnosed as something else other than autism, and then it turns out it is autism. I'm diagnosed autistic, but think I might have ADHD too. They're like cousins to each other, you know. I think it's like a lot of like it's something like 70% of people with autism have ADHD, but only like 30% of people with ADHD have autism. It's like that's like made up numbers, but it's like a lot of like you're kind of more likely to have ADHD if you have autism, but not everyone with ADHD will also have autism. I'm making no sense. ADHD folks rise up. My mum's reason for not letting me get tested for ADHD was that I'm not Arsler. Yeah, there's a big stigma about autism and ADHD, and that they are, you know, the thing is, it's like regardless of if you have a diagnosis or not, if you have it, you have it. This is whether or not you have a label for it or know about it. So, you know, also there's a big confusion between learning disabilities and special needs. Autism isn't a learning disability. A lot of people who have learning disabilities have autism, but not the other way around. So for that same reason, sometimes people will use the R slur and thinking they are allowed to because they're autistic, but autism is not a learning disability. It's very easily confused. People don't realize there's a difference. I didn't until more recently. Hello, typical toaster. I'm thinking of upgrading my ADHD to 84K. Yeah, full power, that autism. Sentient Tapioca said, ADHD runs rampant in my family, which is why it took me so long to realize I have it. That's just the norm for my folks. Yeah, So I think that's part of why it took me and my family a long time to realize we had it, because a lot of the stuff that would happen, my parents would look at us and be like, oh, that's what we do, so therefore it's normal. It's like, it's the other way around. We're all abnormal here. So it's a very common thing. I'm your new micro fixation. Woo! I feel like I should have something better to say in response to that, but I don't. I just want to be like, I want to say like, welcome me to the shelf. I don't know. My mum didn't want me to have an ADHD test and diagnosis. I'll get the test next year when I'm finally able to. Yeah, if that's what feels good, you should do it. I'm back. What did I miss? Not much. How do I make my art so minimalistic, also so far at the same time? I guess a lot of additional effects, right? I've always got things moving around. You know, it's minimalistic, but I've still got the vector movement and the bouncing and the, you know, it's minimalist, but it's also busy in a good way. I think everyone is special and shouldn't say I'm autistic because I'm like this. What people should say is I'm just myself. There's a lot of people who think this way, and I think that's totally valid. To be like, you don't need the label, just be yourself. There's a lot of people find reassurance in that. The difference between that and actively labeling yourself as autistic is that sometimes if you are able to be aware of your autism, it will help you get the additional support you need. I could say I'm different, which is true, but saying I'm different doesn't help my case when I'm saying to a doctor that I can't have a surgery without it being under general anesthetic, otherwise I'm going to lose my shit. If I go, I'm autistic and I need these additional things, that's different to being like, I'm different and I need these additional things. It shouldn't be that way, but sometimes you know, you need those labels to A, understand yourself better, and B, help others understand you better. You shouldn't need to reveal that you're autistic unless you want to, though. I don't think legally you have to either. I think, you know, I didn't need to tell my job that I had autism or anything like that, but if I did, they could have helped me get additional needs, and they legally would have had to accommodate my needs as well. I like my labels for my health. I like knowing what is different about my health. I don't like labels for my sexuality and gender, because for me that feels completely irrelevant. It's like I'm just a human being who presents this way and likes people. But for my health, it's like, okay, because this is like my health is not like a fluid thing. It's like these are my facts. If that makes sense? Hello, Foxmill Art. Gender is for nerds. For some people, gender is really important to them, and that's completely respectable. For me, I'm just a human who does stuff, you know? It's just, for some people, it's really important to them that they are a girl or a boy or neither or both. I don't give a fuck. I think I'd probably be upset if I was always seen as a man, but other than that, I'm not bothered. Does anyone else go into absolute survival mode when it comes to getting jabs? I'm quite good with needles. I didn't used to be, but I feel like I've had a lot of them, and I've grown used to it. So I know a lot of people are really funny about needles, and even some people, they don't mind injections, but they do mind getting blood drawn or IVs and stuff like that, which I think is interesting because you think it was just the needles overall, but even the difference is enough to freak someone out. It's like, I'm like pretty good with like surgical stuff. If I needed to be numbed up and someone needed to do stitches on my arm or something, I think I'd be fine. but it's stuff like if I needed to get an endoscopy, as in, you know, when they put a camera down your throat, I can't be aware of that happening. I will lose my shit. A lot of stuff in the UK is not done under general anaesthetic or under twilight sedation, unlike the US. So, like, in the US, if you go and get a colonoscopy, as in when they put a camera up your and look at your bowels, they put you to sleep for that. In the UK, they don't. So I think it's a, you know, stuff like that is what weirds me out more. I think it's the loss of control. I don't want to have something down my throat because then I can't move, but like needles and stuff are fine. What exactly is autism? I don't know how to explain it. There is a biological difference in autistic people. Like something to do with like the I don't know what it is, like the connections in your brain or whatever. What it is by definition is like a disorder that impacts your ability to communicate and experience emotions and stuff like that. You experience them differently to people who don't have autism. It's characterized most strongly by those things, I think. It varies from person to person though. Yeah, while I'm saying I don't mind I don't mind needles and stuff. I can't look at them going in. My brain goes, I don't know what to do about this information. It goes a bit woozy. I had a dream where Luigi and George Not Found had Scout from TF2 as a son. That's fucking excellent. I think someone needs to draw fan art of that. What mic do I use? I have a Rode NT USB. Alright, I was about to write that down, but it's glitching out. Rode NT USB. I got it second hand in 2017 and it's still great. It works well. You can swear, but don't swear at people, yeah. Ali, if I may, I think the reason it's important to a lot of us is because society has forced labels on us since day one, since the rest of society barely deems us normal. It's just a feeling. Yeah, it's like, I think part of it is like, well, if I'm going to get labelled as weird, if someone's going to look at me and like label me as different, I might as well have an actual proper name for it, you know? I'm not sure that people have identified a cause for autism, but what we do know is that we're this population of peeps that have this broad selection of symptoms. Yeah, I don't think there's a cause for it. I think it has been identified as a hereditary thing. Or like, at least I know that ADHD is. But I don't think there's anything that specifically causes it. Obviously, there was a whole thing about vaccines causing autism, and that was, you know, we have proof that is not the case. Again, because you're born with it. It's present from birth. It's just that people thought that it, you know, it becomes more noticeable when you start to communicate when you're 2-3 years old. Labeled as a nerd, I have a gender. For eel, on cod, no carp. Good night, Hendo's box of mystery. Owie, what would you do if I found / made an owie brain hurts fursuit? I'd be impressed and also concerned for your wallet, because fursuits are not cheap. Like, oof. Give broke the autism shot. That's what happened to me when I was born, clearly. They just went like, they like blew a dart, like, gave her the autism. I have a superpower that turns every girl into a lesbian in range of 60 meters just by existing. It would have been funny either way. If you were a man or a woman, like, that would have been funny. Like, either I'm really hot in a woman or I'm really ugly in a man. I was looking back in chat. Crap and carp. Have I seen the new Scott Pilgrim show? I have not. Do I have a cat IRL? I do. Motherfucker woke me up at 4 AM by chasing a mouse around the house. Yippee! Woman repellent. Oh no. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. His name is Barney. Scott Pilgrim mentioned. Oh, you're uploading a video. Get the cat. He fucking caught a mouse, Lou. What's my opinion on the charity Autism Speaks? I've not heard a single good thing about Autism Speaks. I don't know where the cat is. I don't know if he's around. You have a dog named Rosalina. Cute! If I had the possibility to choose a superpower, what would it be? Flying, I think. I think flying is pretty cool. That'll be pretty dope. Like shape-shifting so that I could like become something that flies. Owie t-shirt when? Eventually. I'd like to do merch. Yeah, I think Autism Speaks is, you know, they talk on behalf of autistic people rather than consulting autistic people. And they, you know, it's a lot about curing autism and stuff like that, which is not the way to go. Autism Speaks is an autism charity, but then they're not really in the best interest of autistic people. It's about, you know, their perspective is about fixing them, which is not really, you know, don't treat autistic people like an inconvenience. I would spend an unreasonable amount of money on Owie merch. Yeah, I need to figure out how to do merch, really. It's, I don't know enough about merch making and doing it, A, ethically, and B, cheaply, which someone has pointed out, you can't really do both under capitalism. Fair enough. But, you know, shapeshifter so I can become a cat for real. I have an issue where my friends keep being attracted to me, but I'm arrow ace, but I don't want them to make themselves, so I'm dating all of them, and now I have a harem. You've got people who can give you foot rubs. It's just one person on each foot and one person in each hand. And you just get a massage. And then you go, by the way, I'm breaking up with you all. Goodbye. Thanks for the massage. I'd like to do stickers. I'd like to do vinyl stickers, like ones that you could put on your back of your laptop or your phone. But I don't know how to do that. If I ever have like a company that, because like people have some creators have managers, right? And then that is how they do all of the stuff. But I don't have anything like that. It's just me. And eventually I'll do, assuming that I keep on, my channel keeps on growing and stuff. If we were talking about this on the stream last week, if I hit like 100,000, 200,000 subs, then maybe I'll do a makeship and we'll get an Owie plush out. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know anything about TeePublic, and like I want to know, like, I just want to make sure it's ethical and fun. Do I like garlic bread? Yes. Obviously. Is there anyone who doesn't like garlic bread here? I know an Owie plush needs to happen, let's face it. Like, oh, wouldn't that be great? Thoughts on Tyler, the Creator? He seems cool. I don't know much about him, but he seems really cool. I'm not Ace. I was just reading the message. Plushy army must grow. You don't see the huge appeal in garlic bread. It's yummy. I like garlic bread. Cake. Oh, yeah, I like cake. But I just love food. A naan in every bread. Yeah. Oh, I was introduced to chili cheese naan. Oh. There was a place near where Alex used to live that did such nice chili cheese naan. And I've tried to find other chili cheese naan, but it's just not the same. How big would the plushie be? 10 foot long or 50 foot long? 100 foot long. What's my favorite color? I don't really have a favorite color. I'm not very good with favorites. I like green. I think if I had to choose, I guess green. Big on the sort of sage greeny colour. What else? What other colours do I like? Depends on the context, you know? Are you ever interested in a podcast? I've been invited to Phineas, who's sometimes in the chat. He does like a podcasty thing. So I think I'm gonna chat with him at some point. I'd probably be more likely to be a guest on a podcast than host my own one. When will Birdcat get a stream? Is he not here right now? He's hanging out. Face reveal when? Never. I chose a college course because it was something I was interested in, but people keep judging me for it. I'm not sure I made the right choice. What do they... Are you happy? Like, aside from the judging, are you happy? Are you enjoying it? Or have you not started it yet? You know, you shouldn't let people's judgment hold you back, but I feel like listen to what they're saying, but if it's just about the idea of what it looks like, then, you know, people don't understand esports, right? People don't know what esports is. And I imagine there's, you know, in the esports degree, there's going to, the course, whatever, there'll probably be other elements like business and stuff like that within it. It's not like you're just, you know. But also, if it's something you're interested in, then, yeah, other people's opinions are their problem. Exactly. I think, you know, it's worth listening to what people have to say. But ultimately, it's your life and your choice and your money, or like, you know, whatever it is. What's Bedcat's YouTube/Twitch? What faceless YouTubers exist? Well, I can start saying that this is them. I don't know any. Fuck. Fish tier list? All of them are on, like, F. I don't like fish, really. Oh, wait, in terms of eating them, I don't like eating them. In terms of pet fish, I'm not familiar enough with pet fish to comment, but I do like pet fish. I made an investor presentation. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, that is business. So can't be faulting that. I did a video games art and mechanics course in school, and there was a business module in that. Pretty good. What's the cutest fruit? I think star fruit. Look at them, they're all like ee. My star fruit impression. Ugh. Ugh. Feels like my friend shouldn't be doing that, but it's doing that. My hair's all gone all funny. I've seen you on Twitch only once. Did I miss any streams? I've only been on Twitch twice. And I just keep on coming back here because there's more people here. And like using 2 different platforms seems like an effort. If people are here, I don't want to fuck people around and tell them to go all different types of places. I might as well keep it all in one spot. I could multi-stream, but I haven't looked into how that works yet. I shouldn't have touched my hair. I've made it worse. Has anyone ever told me that I don't look autistic? I've had that in indirect ways. People have indirectly said things like that to me. Like, they go like, especially when I was like not sure if I was or not, and I hadn't been diagnosed, it was like, I think I might be autistic. People would be like, well, you don't look like the other autistic people I know, and stuff like that. But then slowly over time, people like, once I like seeded the idea in people's minds and they started to observe me, they'd go, oh yeah. It's just because I was presenting normally enough that they weren't noticing until I pointed it out. Why am I so sexcellent? Oh, I ooze sex appeal, me and my... Yeah. Thoughts on Tally Hall. I know fucking nothing about Tally Hall, and people keep on asking me about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Can a 13-year-old stream? You would want a good layer of protection if you are, because people can be cruel and people can be mean and people can sexualize you even though you are a child. And that is tragic that that would hold you back. But you have to be prepared to have people say things to you that aren't necessarily true, but you'll still have them handed to you as if they are real. But yeah. Success purely through streaming is very tough. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm streaming here and like everyone's come here because I stream. Almost everyone here is going to know me because they've seen my videos. And I just happen to stream as well. Ultimately, you should do what makes you happy, and if you want to do it, you should do it, but you just need to really be careful about getting groomed and not taking things too much to heart. And ideally, you'd have an older friend or person in your chat or supporting you to really make sure that you are okay and that you are safe. YouTube doesn't really recommend streams. If you want to get discovered and have a streaming career that like where you get discovered, you want to go on Twitch. YouTube isn't the place to be discovered. Only people who follow me already are seeing my streams. What's Bedcat's favorite color? Maybe the color of his ears, like the pink or the grey. Oh, you're my comfort streamer now. Am I making a bad choice here or not? Why would it be a bad choice? Like, I guess it'd be a bad choice if I stopped streaming, but I don't plan on doing that. Oh, that's a good point, Matty EP09. You need to look older than 13. I streamed on TikTok and I got my stream closed because they thought I was under 18. TikTok also have seen my ID, so like, frankly, it's ridiculous. But yeah, market is oversaturated. Yeah, you're right, Andrew. It's good fun. I'd recommend like getting with a bunch of friends and streaming, or like telling your friends you're streaming and getting in a group call with them or something. Because it can also be hard when no one's watching you. But that, you know, it can be kind of crushing to like start and then realize that no one's watching. Doing it with other people means that there's always a chat going on, and that's always fun. Is Bedcat gay? Yeah. Actually, no. Bedcat is Arrow Ace, I think. It's too intimidating looking to start for me personally. I can't imagine how it feels to like start from the very beginning. I mean, like like before I did the owie stuff, I tried streaming and then like, you know, no one watches your stream. You stream for 45 minutes, no one sees it, and that's kind of like soul crushing. But for the owie stuff, when I started live streaming, there was always people there, and that makes it a lot more fun and, you know, it's easier to keep going when you know people are gonna watch you. But yeah, starting from fresh, I can imagine is tricky. And maybe the discovery might be better on TikTok, but also like again, a load of issues with TikTok shipping as well. Aromantic nullifies being gay. Yeah, I corrected myself. I realized actually I don't think he's attracted to anyone. He's just having vibes, but he identifies as queer. Do I like Bridget Guilty Gear? Making YouTube videos is the best way to build a fan base. They've changed the way that smaller creators are recommended in recent times. Back in the day, like I had a YouTube channel I started in 2018, and my videos would get like 30, 40 views. And that was the way all the way through me doing that. I think I had one that got 600, but it also got a load of dislikes, probably because I clickbaited it too hard. Nowadays, I think the growth is easier, but if you're going to make a video, try and get it on multiple platforms and see if you can channel the streams into one place. Have I played Raid World? No, I haven't. Why do people keep asking me about Rain World? What is it about Rain World? Rain World is... I get this question a lot. You lost motivation after everything stopped. I've said this before, if I didn't have the people viewing my stuff and commenting and liking what I did, I would have stopped long ago. it's so easy for me to lose motivation. It's the ADHD probably. But yeah, it looks like my art style. That'll do it. Thoughts on BoJack Horseman? I haven't watched it, but I hear it's depressing. Yeah, it's serious to get into content creation. You kind of to thrive on making content, you have to be consistent. You can't really truly grow like properly. Okay, camera, nice. You can't. It's hard to grow if you're not consistently uploading like once a week, once a month, whatever it is. Some people will upload a video and like disappear for 6 months and come back, and like you can grow doing that, but it will take longer. Is this bug on bed cat? No, there's no bug on bed cat. Petra's seeing things. Petra's seeing bugs. Stops at 1 video per year. But you know what? You're having fun. If you're having fun making it, that's what's important. And like ultimately, even if few people see it, you're learning. You're having fun and you're learning. And I made so many videos on the old account. Not many people saw them, but like it taught me a lot of editing skills that I'm using now. So I don't regret it. I would recommend not to rush if you don't want to look back in a couple of years and want to die. Embrace the cringe. Realize you've grown. I think that's fine. Do I hate anything about being a content creator? What I've struggled with is like in the same way that I struggled with school, in that there's not like a clear division of at what point I should stop. Like, have I done enough studying? You go to school all day, you come home and you could infinitely study. You could go on and study it like all night long, and you can still not feel like you've done enough. Content creation isn't that bad, but it's like every day it's like I could be making something right now. And I found that hard when I've also had had a day job. So the goal is like, replace my day job with the owie stuff, because then I can 9 to 5 it, or like whatever, stream as well. But it means like this is my time to content create, and then I can do other stuff as well. Because while it's hard when you have a hobby that also can make you money, because I like doing it, but also now it's work. So that's what I found hard. Everything else I've really liked though. A lot of people who content create have the same issue. People burn out because they can't draw the line between making and not making, especially people who vlog, like daily vloggers. They must go mad. Yeah. I've never had a full energy drink. I'm a bit scared as to how it will make me feel. Also, I have ADHD. It's not going to do much. But I don't really drink them. I'm not a big caffeine head. Night Fahad, thank you for being here. Honestly, I'm so tired. I think it's probably time for me to wrap up. Is it bedtime, everybody? It's 10:15. Fun fact followed by nothing. So many animators on YouTube just hire a massive team of animators to cut down the time between uploads and to smoothen the look of the animations. It's bad though, as animation loses art style. Yeah, I don't know how I'd if I wanted to hire an animator or an editor, I don't know how I'd do it, because it's like I'd have to storyboard it and then get someone to do what I was going to do anyway. So I quite like the idea of not. I said earlier in the stream, if I was gonna hire an editor, it would be so I can make gaming content. Like I would stream and then someone would like cut down, like do a rough cut for me, and then maybe I'd edit it from there. Just to like for example, like my friends called found what's the video called? My friends proved I'm an idiot. My friends proved I'm an idiot video. Like really, that was probably one of the quickest videos I've made, because it was a stream and then I cut it down, but it still took me hours to make it. If I could have someone go through and like rough cut it, and then I could like tidy it up, someone to do the captions for me, like that's who I'd hire, because I can still put my touch on it, but then it cuts down my time. But with the animation, it's so intricate. So Do I have any advice on becoming a freelance animator on YouTube? Try and put your content on as many platforms as possible and try and stay consistent. For me, a lot of my success came from TikTok initially, and Instagram. I've got more followers on TikTok and Instagram than I do on YouTube. But the videos on there getting seen by a lot of people helped. I was able to, I'm able to funnel those people into YouTube, and that's helped me sort of snowball on YouTube as well. Worse, like you're giving yourself more than one shot to get seen by people. And of course, you don't need to be seen for your art to be good. It might just be that people don't see it. Algorithms are confusing. You can make something great and no one will see it, and it doesn't mean your stuff isn't great. But it just gives you that better chance of people seeing your stuff, and it's really cool. After a while, it like people would commenting on my Instagram being like, I saw you on YouTube, or they go onto my YouTube and be like, I saw you on Instagram. Like, I was just scrolling my For You page and now I've gone onto YouTube and you're on both of these things, and it's like but it's, all the platforms are different. If you're making one video anyway, put it everywhere. Can you dab, please? Oh, bam! You're welcome. Should I change channel now? I have a year of experience and know what I want to do, or stay on Sarcastic Kitten and just tidy it up a little? Some people, I don't know if it's good or bad. Some people will upload the same video to 2 accounts and see what does better. I think there is something to be said about if you're uploading on one account, changing niche is something that you can do. It might take algorithms and stuff to realize you've done it, but if you already have subscribers, then at least you've got someone who will definitely see it. I don't know. I don't think there's really a right answer for that. Do I like ice cream? Wait, you're asking the fool. You're asking the fool if I like ice cream. Never mind. I wasn't being asked. It's never too late to start anything, Morty. Every animation YouTuber has established themselves in the community. My first long form upload was in August, and I'm hitting 60k tomorrow probably. I started My Brain Hurts in May. So I could have been saying the same thing, but I've had millions of people see my stuff, so I think there's always going to be a gap. There are so many animators you are yet to see, and every time you'll see them, you'll be like, wow, that is different. I'm still finding new stuff. It feels like every niche has been taken up, but it hasn't. I'm gonna show you to my friend that makes R44 arts. Oh no. Oh no. Is there any way we can make brain not hurt? Probably paracetamol. I think I'd like to do a second channel and just be more relaxed on the second one, and because I like making vlogs. I like doing stuff like that. And then I can keep the animation on How Your Brain Hurts. I just don't want to dilute things across 2 platforms, If your subscribers would click off a video they wouldn't find interesting, it might be silenced by their algorithm. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that YouTube measures is like view duration. So if someone clicks off really early on, it's going to hurt your performance. That's why, having 2 channels rather than 1 is better sometimes, because if you're posting all these different stuff to one channel, and not everyone likes the same thing, it's going to hurt your performance overall. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm fucking tired. And seems like everyone else is going to bed as well. Okay. Let's all go to bed. Unless you're like in America and it's like 6 p.m. or something. Maybe you shouldn't go to bed yet. Or maybe you should, I don't know. I'll have a cup of tea. I hope everyone's bought advent calendars. I told you guys to buy advent calendars. I hope you're getting a little chocolate every day. Owie told you to. Go to the store and get a discounted advent calendar. Because I told you to. I don't care that you're an adult. I've got one, and you need one too. Okay, let's go to bed. I'm sorry for the people that just joined. Let's go to bed. 2 p.m. Sorry. I'll see you guys. It's 10 for me. Chocolate!